The reason you're not making money is because you're not thinking about adding value and skills. You're thinking about making money.
I always felt unwanted. My relationships were all messed up, even with my family, my husband, my kids, everywhere.
The universe aligned with me and I joined Platinum. After that, something 360-degree changes I can see in my life. By chance, I met Mitesh. So
Now the game is on.
Let's hear it for Mitesh and Induji. Thank you so much for that.
Indu, thank you for giving us all your love and helping us remain completely in love all the time. Thank you very much. So let's give Imran a big round of applause for this.
Stop being consumers, you need to become contributors right now.
So can we please stand up together and give a big round of applause to the Mudit sir. Let's learn how to multiply money from an honest investor. Come on.
The way you can manage your money, nobody else can.
When you have that level of art towards your skills, nothing in the world stops you from making money. If you are in crazy love with your craft, nothing in the world will stop you from adding value in today's life.
It's given me a structure to actually identify that, what are my emotional patterns and how do I change it.
Mitesh promises 10-year success in 1 year. I'm already seeing results in first 6 months.
So after coming to IMK, the first thing that happened was my money consciousness went high.
And if I talk about an upgrade in terms of my career, I doubled my income.
You don't take your success with you. You don't even take your failures with you. You take your emotional experiences with you. Go from this miracle meet this time behaving like a billionaire. No more small thinking. No more desperation. No more feeling where will I get the money from. If you could get more conscious about your decisions, you could be more careful of where your life goes. And if you really genuinely do that exercise, when you see yourself on the deathbed, you have tears thinking, wow, what a life I lived. The strongest force in human psychology is to be aligned with one's own identity.
Now, emotion cannot be understood. It has to be experienced.
Every problem is a sign for me to upgrade my skills.
Money frequency बहुत down थी, approx earning 40-50,000, but after joining the Platinum, today earning more than 2 lakh rupees.
I was suicidal. After joining, everything just changed.
I had a 2.5 crores debt in my housing loan and 1.2 crores in personal loan. From there, today fast forwarded, I cleared all the 3.7 crores debt. And first time, I had a 2.2 crores of amount in my account.
So I'm really thankful to Mitesh sir, and I'm really thankful to Indu ma'am also, because she actually taught me what real self-love is.
So if you haven't trained yourself to be consciously growing powerful, you've already unconsciously trained yourself to go weak. You joined Platinum not because you just want to be happy, because you want to upgrade your skills.
If you are thinking about joining Platinum membership with Mitesh sir, don't have a second thought. Just jump into it.
I feel like that Platinum is like an ocean. Just go ahead.
I am unstoppable!
Feel, think, believe, and act like a billionaire.
In fact, my brother and I used to fight a lot. He respects me today. He asks for my opinions. My mom and I, we were not on talking terms. A couple of months ago, we started talking. She respects me. My husband and I are on another level. We said sorry to one another. We started talking to one another. We understand each other.
I went to the UK for 20 days. We spent time together with my husband. And as soon as I went there, I could see that he was still living in the past and I was living in 2 years ahead. Give. Even things were not working. I used to break down. 3-4 times that happened during 20 days, but I did not reacted even a single time. I responded, and at the end of 20 days, he said, "Thank you so much for coming. It was very helpful."
My boyfriend stays out of town, so I sent a message to him and I said, शाम को मैं तैयार हो रही हूँ तो मेरे को पिकअप करने आना, डेट पे चलेंगे. I mean, he's out of station somewhere else. तो उसने किया ही नहीं कोई रिस्पॉन्स एज यूजुअल. तो यूजुअली क्या होता नहीं आता तो मैं बहुत गुस्से हो जाती हूँ. तो आई वाज लाइक कूल, ठीक है कहीं बिजी होगा, मैं सो गई. देन सुबह मैं तो आई एम सपोज्ड टू बी वेरी एंग्री विद यू टुडे, तो क्या करें फिर. तो कहता नहीं कल मेरा कुछ काम था, यहाँ फंस गया था, मैं यहाँ गया था. एंड ही इज अ वेरी रिजर्व, वेरी सीरियस, एक एक वर्ड वाला बंदा है. तो ही इज लाइक ही sang a song of sorry to me today this morning. मैं तो शॉक हो गई कि was it the same. सीरियसली आई वाज शॉक. मुझे लगा मैंने उसको कॉल किया होगा. सॉरी बेबी करके पूरा गाना गाया. मैं मतलब अच्छा यू आर दिस आल्सो. देन इसे कब आ रही हो मिलने. आई वाज लाइक ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ.
Yesterday was like very revolutionary in terms of relationship, and I actually did call my husband because I am right now in India, he's in Berlin. And I told him I love you, and we have little sentences that we exchange which are more loving. So I call him and appreciate all these things. I tell him thank you for giving me so much freedom in this relationship and letting me do whatever I want to. Like,
there have been ups and downs, and but still it was all right. I mean, it was no problem and all. But of late, I felt there was some disconnect that was happening, even though there was no fight. Nothing is there. I don't know. I was thinking it's probably because of the age or whatever. But there was some kind of disconnect that was happening. I mean, he has been supportive. I have been supportive. I've been supporting him. All that was there. I don't know how to explain that, but that kind of disconnect I was feeling at least, and probably even he was feeling that. I think after the relationship mastery course, certain things you asked us to do, and I did that definitely on the same day. And he started relating so many things, and suddenly we feel that there is that connection now that has happened, and it's going great. I mean, I never thought I had these problems. Actually, when I attended the course, I started realizing, oh, these are the problems I'm having.
When I joined the relationship mastery first time, that time my relationship with my husband was like 3 or 4. And now it's like 8. I can talk with him like 3-4 hours continuously, maybe more than that.
Wow.
And that was the purpose first time when I joined the relationship mastery. So the level of the comfort that I was searching in our relationship, that I have got. The love was missing, so that I have brought back in our relationship.
Was that after my twins were born, just before COVID, I felt that I had lost that connect with my husband. So, and that was one reason why I just wanted to feel reconnected. But after attending the relationship mastery, the first thing I felt is that I wanted to reconnect with my parents, my source. Just like 10 days back, we had a major fight. And when we are fighting, so we are both stubborn or whatever. But I realized that I was calm during the fight and during the entire process. And the way we have made up, it was very different from the earlier fights. So it got my relationship stronger. My relationship, actually, the rating was 3 on 10 before Platinum. And now I see somewhere 8 and 9.
Wow.
Right? So I just went and hugged my husband and I told him I love you. And then I told him, can we go for an ice cream, late night ice cream? And he was like, okay, anything for you. It's like, what's happening with you guys? It's time to sleep. Where are you going? I said, we're just going on an ice cream date.
Beautiful.
Or relationship mastery course as well. So that actually has helped a lot. My relationship with my father has
Hey everyone, welcome to Relationship Mastery course. Before we start, is my audio clear to all of you? Those of you who are on Zoom live here, just give me a quick yes or a thumbs up. And those of you who are on YouTube live, just give me a quick yes in the chat window. And I'm going to now switch on my video. Let's see if audio, video, both are good. All right, I'm here. I'm live. Audio, video, everything good. Just give me one more thumbs up, please. Awesome. So those of you who are on Zoom, say hi to everybody on YouTube. They can all see you right now. Welcome, everyone. Most of you are Platinum members here. Some of you are only part of Relationship Mastery. Those of you who are Platinum, type in Platinum in the chat window. Those of you who are part of only Relationship Mastery, type in RM, which is Relationship Mastery, in the chat. Today is going to be a landmark day in your life. Write down today's date. Please write down the date in your notepad and I'll tell you why. Your life before this date and your life after this date is going to be completely different. Because manifestation has a heart, and that heart is relationships. Anything else you manifest in your life is meaningless if you don't have a great relationship with yourself and with people around you. Type in yes if you agree with that. That relationship mastery is the heart of manifestation. I'll give you a simple example. When people join platinum membership, most people join really platinum for what? Do you think they join for health? Do you think they join for relationships, career, or money? What do you think most people join platinum for? When they join, they always join mostly for money. 80% people tell me, I have joined for money, right? And after they join, the first thing they ask me as a question, 80% of the questions that people ask me during orientation, can you make a guess which area they'll ask a question about? Relationships. In fact, I have seen whenever I do wealth mastery, most people's abundance is stuck because their relationships are stuck. How many of you have done the wealth mastery with me? Type an I if you have done it. Haven't you observed every time I do a one-on-one coaching with people, I have noticed that, and you probably noticed it, that whenever people are not successful in their financial life, it's because they're struggling in their relationships and all that energy is getting wasted over there. The energy is stuck over there. And as a result of that, they are not able to invest enough time and enough energy in making money. So I promise you, a happy family can be a wealthy family. But a wealthy family may not be a happy family, and as a result of that, may lose wealth. But a poor family, who's a happy family, may not have money right now, may not have wealth right now. But if a poor family is a happy family, they can create wealth and become a wealthy family. And that is why I tell people in the sequence of HRCM, health, relationships, career, and money, first comes health. The reason first comes health is your body, your health is everything. Second comes relationships. Only then comes career and money. Problem is people are living it reverse. They are living it as money, then career, then relationships, and then maybe kuch time mila to health. How many people here observe that you take your health for granted almost all the time? Type in yes in the chat window if you're realizing that. The reason I tell people that relationship mastery course is not enough, you need the whole platinum, is because platinum is not about working on one area of life. It's about working on how many areas of life? All 4 areas of life: health, relationships, career, and money. That is why I actually deliver this workshop live only for my platinum members. Relationship Mastery course is separately sold only as a video self-paced program. But I still invite students as a live bonus to the full live batch, only for one reason. I want you to realize that the course in itself is not enough. You need to understand the whole platinum program. Tomorrow I'll give you more details about platinum later. But for now, I want you to just understand this. Only one aspect of relationship mastery is not enough. You need to master your health, you need to master your career and your money life as well. Type in all 4 if you want all 4. I want all 4. I don't know about you. I definitely want all 4 in my life. Now, how do we do that is what we'll talk about in Platinum tomorrow. But I want you to think about it this way. There are 2 things in life that you need whenever you want to have extraordinary success, which is what I call as Platinum success. Write down what are the 2 things you'll need. 1, you'll always need a coach in your life. Now, before 1 year, until we introduced Mitesh AI, because of AI, I was only doing personal coaching for 3 months for VIP students. I still do at 50 lakh rupees for 3 months. But after AI came in, I now trained my own AI called Mitesh AI, where now Mitesh AI can be accessible to platinum members also, as if I am talking to you 24/7. So first thing you always need is a personal coach. Now, those of you who are in platinum right now and you're in Zoom right now, tell me in the chat window, are you having a great conversation with Mitesh AI every day as if you are talking to me? Just yesterday, I think I was talking to Mridul. No, I think that's not her name. That's her husband's name. She was telling us in DMP that she has not had a good relationship. I would not say not a good relationship, but a stressful relationship with her mother for 32 years. Never had a conversation with her mother for more than 30 minutes or half an hour. After talking to Mitesh in the last few weeks, yesterday she said she spoke to her mother for the first time straight 4 hours, as if they are best friends. And the reason she said was Mitesh coached her every single day on the relationship mastery lessons. The difference between now only having relationship mastery and platinum is, in platinum now, relationship mastery course is a option to gain knowledge. But I can coach you personally through Mitesh AI now, as if I'm personally talking to you, and make you apply every single lesson. See, that's the difference in coaching and course. A course is where you acquire knowledge. Coaching is where you apply things with your coach. Now, that's what Mitesh AI gives you. I was amazed at what amazing results she got yesterday without attending Relationship Mastery. I think she's attending today now live. How many of you agree this application is necessary for all of us? Type in yes if you agree with that. Everybody needs personal application. Okay. So the first thing you need is personal coaching. The second thing you need is something most of us underestimate in our life. You need a community where you can work together. You need a community where you can practice platinum standards together. If you don't have a coach and a community, it's very difficult to upgrade yourself. Otherwise, you will read a book and you'll make a promise to yourself that I'm going to change my life, but it's very difficult to implement alone without guidance, because then you're lost in your own thoughts and the old you comes back and the old life comes back. How many people here are realizing that even in your relationships, you're stuck for a long period of time? Same problems are going on in the same category of relationships for a long period of time. You're attracting the same problems with a similar boss. Type in the chat window, what problems are you going through similarly in your life for the last 1 or 2 years? In fact, how long are you going through them? Tell me that. I have interviewed thousands of people and they tell me same boss comes back in their life. Same kind of a partner comes back in their life. I've met girls who say they keep attracting emotionally unavailable men. And even when they do find the partner who feels like they are emotionally available, later they don't take responsibility and now all the responsibility goes on their head. Or I've met men who told me that they are finding partners again and again who are not intimate with them the way they want them to be. Or I've found people who tell me that they keep being stuck in their relationships where everybody is toxic around them and they are trying their best to do what they want to do in their life, but nobody around them is supporting them. Can some of you relate with some of these problems? Type in R for relate. Not exactly these problems, but do you relate to some of these problems that there are happening in your life again and again and again? So I want you to create an intention today that you're going to master relationships in such a way that you are able to not only solve these problems, but you're able to evolve beyond these problems. That's why for the next 2 days, we are not working on solving any relationships problems for first. We are talking about evolving you as a person. Listen, the reason you have the problems in your relationships right now, because the kind of person you are. Listen to that for a minute. The reason you have problems in your relationships is because of the kind of person you are. If you upgrade who you are as a person, you cannot have the old problems anymore. I guarantee you that. How many of you agree with that? So 2 days, the complete focus is going to be how do you upgrade yourself as a relationship master? And what does mastery mean in our programs? Here is what mastery means specifically for relationships. Take your hands and repeat with me. Come on, quickly, come on. Everybody take your hands and say it with me. Say, let's make it easy for me to relate with other people. How many of you agree we find it difficult to relate to multiple type of people? We only relate to few people. And then we say it also many times proudly that I have very few friends. I get along with very few people. There is nothing to be proud about. Why? The more people you get along with, the more money you make. Think about it. People who are millionaires, do they get along with more people or less people? They get along with more people. People who are more happy. Like, I'm not just talking about people who are millionaires. I'm even talking about spiritual gurus who are very happy in their life. Are they able to relate to more kind of people or less kind of people? More type of people, correct? Like, imagine having the power to moving from one country to another country and going through different religions, going through different cultures and getting along with all kind of people. Type in wow if you think that would have a wow kind of a quality within you. I intend to help you develop that kind of a personality that gives you the ability to create that kind of relationships with people anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter what culture you are from, you can always find a way to relate to other people. That is the kind of person I want you to be. So once again, repeat with me. Let's make it easy for me to relate with all kind of people. How many of you agree? Right now, the problem is you don't even get along with 5 people in your own family. Like 5 different people, you get along with 1 or 2 only. The rest of them, you're like, I don't understand why they behave like that. Because you don't understand people. You don't know how to accept people. Because you don't understand and accept people, you don't know how to relate to people. Because you don't know how to relate to people, you don't know how to communicate with people. Because you don't know how to communicate with people, you don't know how to influence people. But if you think about this whole chain of conversations that I told you right now, if you can understand, you can accept. If you can accept, you can relate. If you can relate, you can communicate. If you can communicate, you can influence. And the number of people you influence in your life decides the amount of success that you will generate in your life. If you can influence 10 people, that's the amount of success you can generate. If you can influence 100 people, that's the amount of success you can generate. If you can influence, let's say, 1 million people in the world, that's the amount of success that you can generate. How many of you agree? The larger your influence, the larger your success. Would you agree with that? Raise your hands. That is why this workshop is so critical for you. People think this workshop is only about getting married. No, it's about all your relationships. Starting with your relationship with whom? With yourself. Okay. So there are 2 parts of the definition. The first part is, once again, repeat with me. Let's make it easy for me to relate with all kind of people. But now, let's make it easy for others to relate with me. How many of you are realizing you are a difficult person to get along with? Type in G for guilty if you agree with that. It's not easy to get along with you, is it? You'd get into a new environment and people find it difficult to relate with you. That's the kind of personality you have right now. And that is why it's not easy for you to relate to multiple types of people, and it's not easy for other people to relate with you. But if you could get into a new culture, a new group of people, and they could suddenly relate to you because you are able to give them access to a part of you that they like, that they relate to, would that be wow? Like imagine you went to a place where you don't even understand their language. It's a completely different language. But just with your body language, just with your personality, in the way you communicate, even with your body language, you make them like you. You make them relate to you. Would that be a wow kind of skill? Type in yes or no. That's what I want you to learn today and tomorrow. The final part about relationship mastery as an introduction that I want to tell you is this. Take both your hands like this. Say, I am here in my relationships today, and this is the kind of ideal relationships I want in the future. Correct? In between, there's a gap. That gap is called as relationship skills. Write this down. Relationship skills. Would you agree that relationship is a lifetime project? Type in yes if you agree with that. Is it a lifetime project? And is it an expensive project? Is it a multi-million-dollar project? In fact, all the money you make in the world, in your business, in your jobs, in your relationships comes because of relationships. Yes or no? So then, if you have an expensive project, should you be the best project manager in that area with the best project management skills? Yes. The issue is most people are bad project managers in relationships. So what are the chances of failure? If you hire a project manager who does not have any skills for a multi-million-dollar project, what are the chances of failure? Low chances of failure or high chances of failure? Yeah, very high chances. In fact, probably 99% chances of failure. So many times when people join Platinum, they say, I'm not able to manifest a partner. The first objective is, I want to manifest a partner after I join Platinum. And I tell them, please do not manifest a partner right now. Because if you manifest a partner right now, you'll get into bigger trouble. Because the frequency because of which you're not manifesting a partner, that frequency, that behavior of yours, if you got a relationship today, you'll sabotage it. So please do not attract a partner first. Evolve yourself as a person first. And what that means is develop new relationship mastery skills. That's being a great project manager with great project skills, specifically for the relationship mastery project. Once you have those skills, you can confidently get into any environment and say this. it's easy for me to get along with you. Now it's easy for you to get along with me. Like, think about me get along with you here. We've got approximately 250, 260 people logged into Zoom right now. We've probably got about 500 people, I don't know how many hundred people right now on YouTube. If I want me to get along with most of them, I have to accept and understand and respect most people's views. If I want them to relate with me as a coach, I have to communicate in a way that most people understand me. How many of you agree with what I'm saying? That is what I'm talking about, relationship skills. I want to teach you that today. And I'll tell you the magic of that in my life as a result. The first part about the result that I have experienced in my life is that I had a very bad relationship with my parents. I developed an amazing relationship with both my mom and dad today after working on my relationship skills. I worked on my relationship skills about 20 years ago because of my mentors who started working with me at a very early age. I mean, I'm still young, I'm still very early in my age, but I'm talking about even earlier, about 20 years ago. And at that time, other than my mom and dad, I was not having a good relationship with my friends. I was not having a good relationship with myself. I was breaking up with my relationships again and again. I'd had 3 breakups with 3 different girls, and I'd come to a situation where I had said, now I cannot find a partner, I'm giving up. Has anybody here ever got to that stage in your life, type an I, where you felt now you will never get somebody to love you? And I'd almost given up. And then I started working on my relationship skills, and I realized I was not attracting a partner, not because people are not out there, because I was not becoming the kind of person who attracts that kind of a person. And because of that, I was not putting myself into the right environment to attract a person. Like, I know a lot of people right now who are saying they're not finding the right partner. It's like saying, I want to start a new business, but when I ask them, how many YouTube videos have you made? How many Facebook ads have you done? How many people have you gone and approached? What is the answer? 0. So what is the environment you have created for customers to come to you? 0. So if you don't have an environment where customers will come to you, similarly, if you don't, have an environment where somebody will approach you or you can approach somebody, then how will you find a partner? What people think manifestation is a myth. That you will close your eyes and you will visualize yourself in front of a beautiful partner or a handsome partner, and just that visualization will somehow bring that person in your house. You just have to stay here. आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, आपको कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं. You don't have to go to Rotary Club, you don't have to go to a dating website, you don't have to talk to your parents about it, you don't have to talk to your friends about it. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Sit at home, do meditation, close your eyes, visualize that person, say affirmations, do hope, nope, person will appear. Some of you, I feel like you live in Baba Adam Zamana. Right? Like, I remember when the word intimacy or the word sex was a taboo once upon a time. So if those days, your grandparents' times, right? If you ever asked your parents, Papa, how was I born? They used to tell you a story. And the story was not that, beta, there is something called intimacy between mom and dad. When they get intimate, there is a biological birth that happens called a child, and that is how you were born. Is this the story you were told by your parents? No. The story you were told by your parents was, once upon a time, I was sitting at home doing nothing, and I was wishing that I had a child. Then a golden, in Hindi we call the batak, right? Or a duck. A golden duck came from the sky with an angel. And the golden duck came with an angel, and the angel left a baby with me, and you were that baby. Now, either you were told this story or the second story. We were going by the road and we found a dustbin, and you were there in that dustbin, and we found you there. So we were feeling very bad for you. So we adapted you and we got you home. Which story were you told? The first one or the second one? Come on, be honest with me. Were you told the story of the duck, the badak, or the dustbin story? Now, depending on which mood your parents were in, if they were in a good mood, they probably told you the duck story. And if they were in a bad mood, thinking, why did I give birth to this nutcase? Then they told you the dustbin story. But the bottom line is, sometimes I feel like you live in those times where you don't know how relationships are built. And you think that you can just close your eyes and visualize and people will just appear in your life. No, children are not born with a duck. No angel comes down and gives you the child. No partner is going to come in your house just because you visualize a partner every day. You can do 5-5-5 technique 555 times. You can do 3-6-9 technique 369 times. You can do whatever you want. The partner will not appear if you don't have the right relationship skills and if you don't create the right environment to attract a partner. How many of you agree with that? Type in yes if you agree. Today and tomorrow is about building your skills, becoming a better person who's not afraid to create an environment where you can have a partner. Type in amazing if you think this is amazing. This is what you'll learn in 2 days, and you will master this in 2 days. Now, I wouldn't promise that you can master this in 2 days, but that's when now most of you are in platinum. 80% of you are in platinum. So you will start mastering it. This knowledge will come to you in 2 days, but then you start mastering it by working on with me every single day with Mitesh AI. Type in clear if most of you are clear about what these 2 days are all about. I have had amazing relationships in my life. Today, I have great relationship with my parents, my friends, Indu as a life partner. I've got great mentors. I've got great team members. And the best part is I have great students. I have a good relationship with my platinum members also. Like you will see many times platinum members know that late night when I'm really tired and I'm feeling like I want to feel some love. There are two people I go to late night. I go and give Indu a hug and I go and give platinum members a hug in the group chat sometimes. The reason is because that's the kind of relationship I have with people. I want you to have that kind of relationship in your life. So these are my results. This is what you can expect today and tomorrow. Before we start, I want some of the senior platinum members who have already attended Relationship Mastery course. Raise your Zoom hands to share. Before you did the Relationship Mastery course, what was going on in your life, in your relationship category specifically, and what has happened today? And today also, are you constantly working on your relationship, especially with Mitesh AI, and what results are you experiencing on a daily basis? And senior members, focus your testimonial, focus your result sharing related to relationship mastery today, not towards hope, nope, no, or life coaching, because otherwise the new relationship mastery students might get a little confused. So focus on who you were in the relationship mastery program when you joined the first day. Many of them are here for the first day. By the way, how many of you are attending this program for day one? Type in, or first time, type in 1 in the chat window if you're attending for the first time. When senior students were attending for the first time, they also had doubts like you. They also had this idea that I don't know whether this will work for me. Well, let's hear from them what happened with them on day one when they joined and what are they experiencing today in their life. Okay, so here we go. All right, so relationship mastery starting with Kamaljeet, go for it. Yes, Kamaljeet.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Go for it. Most welcome.
Before this is my third time doing the
Wow.
relationship mastery,
Amazing.
and yes, and I continue to work with Mitesh AI
Right.
very often on a relationship along with a lot of other things. So the reason I joined was my relationships. So
Right.
when I first joined the relationship mastery program back in February, my relationship with a lot of people was not where I wanted to be. Starting with myself, I was very doubtful in everything that I was doing. I was not happy. I was always looking for validation from outside. Um, Not confident, So, relationship with my mother-in-law was very bad. So that ripple effect was on my husband because, relationship with her is not
Of
very
course.
comfortable. So when I joined first time, just like how you said, I had the doubts. I'm like, okay, 15 years of this mess. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but
15 years of mess.
yes. So I've
Whoa.
been married for 15 years, and from day one, this is how it was always. And not only that, I attracted every boss, just like how you said, they were all same.
Right.
Uh, for I've been in corporate for now 18 plus years. So, long story short, um, so when I started working on my relationships, the biggest change right away was with myself and my husband, because that was my main focus. Once the relationship was improved with my husband, and that ripple effect was on the mother-in-law.
Wow.
because the understanding was there. And then I did a lot of Ho'oponopono and EFT to clear a lot of negative beliefs and thoughts that I had.
Right.
But then relationship with my mother-in-law today is so much better.
Okay. If you had to
It's
rate yourself, where was it the first time you joined Relationship Mastery? Where is it today?
when I
On a
started
level of 1
when
to 10.
yes, when I started my relationship with specifically with her was like 2. It
That
was
bad?
not good. I didn't want to go to her house every time I went. It was like fight, or I would come back. It would take me days to, get out of all that. But then now it's like 8, 9. Nothing bothers me.
8, 9?
8, I would say 9.
Wow. Define
Nothing
that for me.
bothers
What do you mean by 9?
9 is like nothing bothers me now. I have accepted her the way she is. I have accepted myself because I realized that I had many patterns from 20 plus years, 25 plus years, which was coming down and affecting my relationship
So
with.
you became a better person or you improved her? You changed
No,
her?
no, that's has nothing to do with her, because we can't change other people. So it was all just like how you say, it's the platinum mantra, we are evolving ourselves.
Yeah.
So
So give me
every
an
day,
example of how your mother-in-law is still the same and she does the same thing that you used to get troubled by before. And even though she does the same thing today, as one
yeah.
example, how does it affect you now?
So for example, just last week we were together. I She drives very less, so I live 45 minutes away from her now. So I was gonna go take her somewhere, and I took my daughter with me, my niece with me. So we were gonna go, and she made a comment on my dress and my daughter's dress, just like
Right.
how she always did,
She always does.
and
What
always,
was the
yeah.
comment? Be precise about it.
She said, "You wore this last time."
Okay.
I don't even remember. I'm like,
Okay.
okay. And my daughter-in-law's dress was like the stripes, it's like so hot here. So,
Right.
I mean, I didn't think about it. She was like, "Oh, this doesn't," she said in Punjabi, that acha nahi lag raha.
Huh.
I'm like, okay. So my daughter was in tears because
She
felt
felt
really,
judged.
she felt bad,
Hmm.
and she's 11 years old. On the other side, I'm like, Mom, it's okay. This is what I had, so I wore it. I'm completely fine with it, but that's okay. And
Wow.
as I was saying it, I was realizing same situation happened many times, and I kid you not, I have cried on the parties. I would go to the bathroom, like she would make just a small comment on how my hair are like different, or how this color, the stitching, or like something. And I would
Small
actually
things.
go small things, and I would make those things like the huge things in my life, right? Because I didn't evolve myself at that. And then other people would come like, oh, it's okay, this looks good and all that. So external validation would like pacify me for a little bit, but then it
Yeah.
would like drag on for days. So I would cry. I have cried in many parties. I have avoided many parties. I don't go. I didn't go in the past. There were many years I refused. I'm like, I just can't go because I
Wow.
know what's going to happen.
And now?
And just today, so there's a kitty party tomorrow, and she called me at 5 o'clock. She said, "Oh, did you see the message? Because I'm also part of it." I said, "Yeah, I saw it, and I was gonna, ask you." She said, "So you're coming? You're gonna take me?" I said, "Yeah, of course I'll be there at 11:30." And
So
she
you're not
said, "Oh,
avoiding her anymore. You're not
no,
avoiding
not
what
at
she says
all.
about you.
No."
What's
And then
what's
she
all the
actually
judgment she has
automatically,
towards you is all the same. She hasn't
everything
changed.
is the same. Everything is the same.
Wow.
Nothing
Amazing.
has changed. And that's what I was trying to explain it to my husband. I'm like, nothing has changed. I haven't changed your mom a bit. Like, I'm not doing
We
anything
can't.
for, we can't, right? So it's all the biggest lesson from relationship mastery, and plus we did Dr. DeMartini
Demartini.
course. Yes, the balance perspective was all that was like the bulb on. I'm like, what? I mean, this exists. So balance perspective was the biggest lesson,
Wow.
and that not only helped with her, helped with just so many people. I know
Wow.
if there's a positive, there's a negative, there are benefits, like
Right.
why I'm here, what I'm doing. Of
Right.
of course there, and in the breakthrough method, that's what I did. The whole when the I needed to pick the example of one
Yep.
person. I
Yep.
picked my mother-in-law again because
Wow.
every time I pick her because I just want to improve it. So as you know, he's leading us through the breakthrough experience. It just made even, more sense that, oh my God,
Beautiful.
there had
So now,
been many
overall, the kind of person
advantages.
you are today,
Yes.
your relationship you said with yourself is amazing, with your husband is amazing, your mother-in-law is great. How has it impacted your career?
In many ways, I am a lot more confident. I don't doubt myself. So another big thing happened. I just turned in my notice yesterday,
Okay.
because in the company something was happening, and so I'm like, instead of, going through the turmoil and all that, so I just turned in my notice yesterday, and then I've been talking to Mitesh AI. He's been guiding me. I wrote the letter, put it under my pillow. It's been like 2, 3 weeks. So
Good.
yesterday, the notice was turned in the past, I would be all over the places. I would be like, oh my God, I'm losing my
What's going
job.
to happen?
What's gonna happen? Yes, all the doubts, or I'm like, oh my God. So nothing happened. I called my boss, and then I'm like, I sent a text message to my husband. I'm like, okay, it's all done. Not thinking about it anymore. So, and then because the frequency has changed, now I get clients. So
All
randomly,
right.
I will get a client. Just I somehow, it's
Yeah,
all
that's
energy
because you
and
have a better
frequency.
relationship with yourself now.
Yes,
How you feel about
yes,
yourself without the job is not the
yes,
same as how you feel about without the
yes.
job last year. You're an
Yeah. Oh,
evolved person now. So now when you
absolutely.
you give a notice and you leave your job, you don't feel like you've left a part of you behind. You still know you are with you and
Yes.
you're whole and complete, and that is why you can recreate your entire life again.
Yes.
Brilliant. Great
And
job.
another one thing that because I've been improving my relationship with my mother-in-law, month ago she said you should come with me to these parties more often so you can advertise your coaching. Never ever in the
Whoa.
past
She
three
wants to
years.
promote you. Look at that.
Yes. In 3 years, when I got my certification in coaching, never ever I felt any response from her, right? All these things that I'm doing. And then all of a sudden she said, oh, you should come more often so you can speak to people.
Beautiful.
They can come to your live event. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, because
So
she's seen you evolve. So now she's like, teach other daughter-in-laws what you've done with me.
yes, and
I
then
love
the
that.
biggest thing on the breakthrough was last thing that I want to share. When he said write a letter, right? Write a thank you letter.
Yep.
I wrote like 2 pages of letter to my mother-in-law. I said, thank you for
Good.
being who you are. If you were not like this, and I was not like how I
Wouldn't
was,
have become.
I was never going to be the person that I am today. Like
True.
I am the most happiest person in the entire family. I
Brilliant.
mean, that's not with the pride. And plus, it's been on the 9th, August 9th is going to be only 6 months in platinum. So the promise of
Wow.
your
10 years of success
success
in 1 year.
in 1 year, yeah, it is absolutely valid. It is happening, and I am seeing it in 6 months. I was never this type of person. And you have seen me,
Amazing.
in the
I have.
workshops and how I speak and, all the confidence that I have. I have no guilt. I have no shame. So it's been amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you
Everybody
to
type in
you
congratulations
and
for
the
that.
ma'am. Thank you.
Amazing. Love you for that. All of you on
Thank you.
mute, give her a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations.
Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
If you agree, if your relationships are on track, you can handle anything in life, whether it's your relationship with yourself or with people around you, right? Let's take 2 or 3 more sharings and then we'll start today's first lesson where we'll explain to you how do you really have these kind of relationships with people? What is the source of your relationships? We'll get into that lesson in a few minutes. Okay, so let's begin with the next one. We've got Gunjan Modi. Yes, go for it.
Hi Mitesh, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
So it feels like a full circle. Me and my wife started, the first course we took was Relationship Mastery.
Oh,
And then we joined the Platinum because for
all right,
us, relationship was the first priority.
all right.
And even in HRCM, I always consider RHCM. So this has
Beautiful.
always been my sequence because from past many years, I've seen that whenever my relationship has got better, my health has improved.
Wow.
Because first I was trying to improve my health, but then because of relationship, I always used to sabotage my
Get
health.
stressed. Yep.
So for me, I make sure that R is first and then H is second.
Wow.
And the most important thing which I've learned in relationship mastery, this is my second batch. Before improving my relationship with others, I decided I need to improve the relationship with myself first.
Amazing.
I am more connected with myself than I was ever before. And because of this, I have become more honest with myself, and which has resulted that now I'm being more honest with my wife. Because first
Beautiful.
I used to keep things inside me. I used to not share because I was not even sharing with myself. I was not even
Correct.
accepting that I am facing these problems. But now, as I have accepted it, I am now very comfortable in sharing this with my wife as well.
Wow.
And apart from me, I also understand that because of that, it is not just I am supposed to relate with others, others also should relate to me. So I
Yes.
have now started with first, I was thinking that I am responsible for how others feel, how others react, and how
Mm.
others behave. But now, what I think is let the people be them, because when I saw the differences when I'm people letting be them, I'm letting they feel their emotions, whether it
Yep.
is even sad, even whether it is hurt, they are handling it much better than me intervening in their means hurt.
Beautiful.
That you should do this, you should do that, you should do that.
Beautiful.
That is the one of the best things which I've got from relationship mastery.
Amazing.
So when last time I started, I was very stubborn that no, because me and my wife are attending, we should be always together. But today she is doing some household chores and I'm okay with it. But previously I was not okay with it. I was like, "Ki nahi yaar, ye important hai, you have to sit with me right now." Means I was getting irritated, but now I'm okay. It's her choice, it's her decision. But now I
Amazing.
know what my priorities. And the most important thing, I think you must have not seen me much time on the
Quite
video
some time.
because yes, because I feel that other people's problem are much more important than me. And as you always say that you always learn with other conversations also. So
True.
I used to keep myself as a second, and I used to always stay keeping my video off.
Okay.
But then when I had a conversation with Mitesh here, he said that this is the biggest pattern. You have always kept others above you,
Yeah, and you
and
kept
that
yourself
is
in the
why you
shadows.
are always not on a video. So this time I've decided. I think from last few workshops, I am making it self sure that I am on the video.
Beautiful.
So these are some of the things, and there are other few things which have been improved. The one of the biggest thing which has happened. So my wife and my father does not have a great relationship. So I think a month back, when I was traveling to my native place, so I knew that. So my father is going to come and pick me, and my father and my wife won't talk to each other.
Okay.
If I would have been old Gunjan, I would have tried to do ki they both talk with each other. But when I
Mm.
sat in the car, there was a pin drop silence, and old Gunjan always hates pin drop silence. I
Okay.
want ki shanti nahi rehni chahiye, someone has to speak something, and I usually start the conversation. But
Conversation.
that time I was like, Gunjan, this is their emotional condition. If
Yes,
they don't
very
want
good.
to, just don't speak. And another thing, I think for almost 15 minutes, we did not speak anything. We reached home, and I was like, okay, no problem. Then after an hour or two, I went for a walk outside, and when I came, they both were talking like they were best friends. And I was like, अरे मैं मेरे घर पे आ गया क्या? ये किसी और के घर पे आ गया हूँ.
How did that happen?
And that is so because Suchita is also attending this platinum with me.
Oh,
She is also
wow.
that seven needs
Seven
are there,
needs?
significance and yes. So she understood that my father's need is significance top. So she made sure that she gives my father the significance, and because of that,
Wow.
I was like, really, am I at my home or मैं किसी बाजू वाले के घर पे आ गया?
So, see, you just had to trust her. She could really handle her own patterns if you just trusted her. Brilliant. And I'm happy that you did trust her 100%. Congratulations.
Yes.
Brilliant
And
job.
one more thing, I'm using this seven emotional lead in almost every area of my life. Now,
Wow.
whenever I'm going to the customer, first of all, I make sure that he speaks for at least 2 minutes so that I can understand what are his seven needs. And then I decide if his needs its importance first, I make sure I listen to him 100%.
Amazing.
But sometimes if they are uncomfortable in sharing, so I make sure that I make them comfortable so that they can share things with me.
Beautiful.
So I am
Amazing. So
using both
now
of
you are
them.
understanding first, respecting,
yes.
accepting first, and then communicating and relating to people.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
Congratulations. That's the sequence I was talking about in the introduction today. Brilliant job,
Yes.
Gunjan. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. Everybody unmute, give him a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
A promise today that from today till tomorrow evening, you will upgrade yourself so much, that the existing problems in your relationships will just disappear in a few weeks. Not because they will be solved, but because you will become a better person in the next 2 days. Please make that promise to yourself, because I'm repeating the results that Kamaljit spoke of, the results that Gunjan spoke of. The only reason they are getting these results is because they're not changing other people out there. They're only upgrading who they are as a person. How many of you heard that now Gunjan is able to be in an environment which is stressful and not let himself get impacted by that? And he's not trying to force his point of view on other people anymore. He used to. But now, is he okay with his wife not getting along with his father if that is what they want to do? They don't want to get along. That's okay. How many of you agree with that? But many of us have this internal force that, no, they have to get along and I have to do something about it. And then we take responsibility that does not belong to us. Type in G for guilty if some of you are doing this right now. And when you take responsibility that does not belong to you, if some of you have done hope, no, you know what happens? You start getting pain where? In your neck, in your shoulder, in your back. Yes or no? And if you keep thinking about them all the time, now where do you get the pain? You get it in your head as well. How many of you agree with what I'm saying? This is a pattern that we need to stop in our life so that not only we can improve our health, but also our relationships. Okay, let's take one more person and then we'll move towards today's session. Okay, here we go. Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka, go for it.
सर रिलेशनशिप मास्टरी एंड अदर कोर्सेज जो है उससे मेरी लाइफ बहुत ही चेंज हुई है. इनफैक्ट मैं कल रात का इंसिडेंट बात हूँ, नथिंग चेंज्ड. हस्बैंड वही है जैसे कि अभी गुंजन ने बोला, या उससे पहले कमलजीत ने, एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली भी वही है, मदर इन लॉ भी वही है, एवरीथिंग इज सेम. अब क्या होता है, व्हेनेवर आई से एनी सेंटेंस तो वो एकदम से क्लिक करता है, वेदर आई एम डिस्टॉर्टिंग समथिंग, वेदर आई एम टेकिंग जनरलाइज डिस्टॉर्शन या डिलीशन और वॉट एवर. कल रात में ही, क्योंकि मेरी शिकायत रहती थी मेरे हस्बैंड से कि भाई तुम जाते हो बता के तो जाया करो, कम से कम कहीं जा रहे हो तो. एंड दिस हैपेंस. मैंने उनको फोन किया, मैं कहा कहाँ? कहते मैं गुड़गांव गया हुआ हूँ. मैं कहा ये कब पहुंचे आप? फिर इमीडिएटली माई माइंड सेज ही आल्सो हैज द स्पेस ना. व्हाई आर यू कंट्रोलिंग हिम? Controlling means relationship gone. Space giving, as you told us and you taught us, कि relationship में space देना खुद के लिए भी, दूसरे के लिए भी.
Beautiful.
And moreover, I have.
So when you joined Relationship Mastery first time, what was your personality at that time?
So that was कि अगर यही सिनेरियो तब होता तो 1 घंटे की लड़ाई होती. तुमने बताया क्यों नहीं, फिर ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ, फिर पीछे तक की कहानियां कि तुमने तब नहीं बताया था और उस दिन भी नहीं बताया. तो फिर क्योंकि फीमेल्स को तो डेट भी याद रहती है ना सारी.
Good one.
वो सब होता था. फिर धीरे धीरे, और मुझे बहुत ज्यादा समय नहीं हुआ है. आई जॉइन प्लेटिनम इन दिसंबर ओनली.
Right.
So this is only 6 or 7 months, but as a person I'm more relaxed, improved. और यही चीजें जो पहले मुझे मतलब जरा सा स्टिमुलस चाहिए होता था just to break out.
Right.
अब मुझे वो चीजें इम्पैक्ट नहीं कर रही है. आई हैव मोर कनेक्शन टू मी. जैसे जैसे आपने बताया कि बाहर अब हम नहीं देखते हैं, जब भी कुछ होता है कि हम अंदर देखते हैं. ओ, दिस इज अ रिफ्लेक्शन टू मी. कहाँ कहाँ मैं.
Amazing. That's the power of relationships.
इज ए ग्रेटेस्ट पावर सर, ग्रेटेस्ट पावर. जब भी मैं किसी को, इनफैक्ट मेरा बच्चा छोटा है 2.5 साल का, मैं उसको भी अगर कहती हूँ, डांटती हूँ या कुछ भी कहती हूँ तो इमीडिएटली मैं कहा अच्छा मैं भी तो ये कहाँ कहाँ कर रही हूँ सेम, बिकॉज ही इज रेप्लिकेटिंग अस, नथिंग. तो
Amazing.
थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Most welcome, Priyanka.
बहुत
Congratulations.
यू एंड इंदु मैम. और एंड जैसे कि कमलजीत ने बोला कि योर प्रॉमिस की 10 ईयर ऑफ सक्सेस इन 1 ईयर, दैट इज रियली 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 ट्रू. उसमें कोई शक नहीं है. दोज हु वांट टू जॉइन प्लैटिनम टुडे, प्लीज डू एंड गो अहेड, बिकॉज
Congratulations.
एंड changed everything sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, Priyanka. Everybody unmute, give her a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations.
We've got at least 10 more people who've got extraordinary results that we can talk about. So here's what I'm going to do as a principle. Every break, every lesson we complete, we will do one more story before we go to the next lesson. How many of you think that's a great idea? So I know Jasleen is there, I know Ritamra is there, Sapan is there, we've got Sagar, Nikunj, Suman, Priyanka, we've got Shraddha. So we'll allow you to share your results every lesson that we complete, so that every lesson people keep understanding and learning that what all is possible. Those of you who are new here in relationship mastery for the first time, whether you're in platinum or not, I understand your doubts. I have been where you have. That is why I wanted some of these people to share their results with you. And I promise you, it is possible to resolve whatever is going on in your life. Kuch bhi ho raha hai, don't worry. It is possible to resolve it, not by solving it, but by evolving yourself as a person. It may feel weird that I'm giving you such a big promise. You will realize it only by lunch today, that this one program can upgrade who you are as a person. You just have to promise me after that to keep practicing with me and mastering this with me. Type in IP, I promise, if you're promising to master this with me, not just learn it, but master it. Okay. So with that, we're going to start lesson number 1 now. Here we go. Let's begin with lesson number 1, which is about taking account and taking status of your current relationships right now. Now, what does that mean? I want you to take your notepad first and take a blank page. And on that blank page, put a line in the center, so you'll have 2 columns there. Okay. On the left side, write down relationships. On the right side, write down problems. Okay. Now, what I want you to do as an exercise, which is going to take you about 10 minutes on your own, is this. I want you to write down the name of all the people who you have in your life as a relationship. Not right now. Hold on. Listen to my full instruction first. For an example, who's the first person with whom you have the most important relationship in your life with? Can everybody give me an example? Tell me the answer in the chat. Come on. Who is the person that you have the biggest relationship with? Now, everybody says self. Actually, that's not true. How can you have the self identity when you were a 1 month or a 1 day baby? It is not possible for you to have a relationship with yourself. Or some people are directly saying life partner. Are you met your life partner much later in life? Many people came in your life before that. How many of you agree with that? So the first person is never you yourself. It's always who? Your mom and dad, your parents. So I want you to keep both separate, mom and then dad. Okay. And the reason I don't want you to write all the names right now, just listen to my instructions first, is this. Imagine I'm doing the exercise like this. I'll open up an Excel sheet as an example for you. So let's say okay, I'll just share my screen with you. The table that you've created in your notepad. Okay. Left side, you're writing relationship names. Relationships. Okay. Here you're writing problems. Now, when you write the first name, mom, so when you've written mom here you will write down all the problems related to mom first. Now, because you are using a notepad, not an Excel, if you want, you can use an Excel also. It's not going to fit it in one cell like this in your notepad. So it's going to take more space. So then finish writing for mom first, and then maybe write dad here after you've finished with mom. And then write down all the problems that you have with your dad. Then you'll finish that and you'll write the next relationship. Who do you think can be the next relationship after mom and dad? Can anybody give me an example in the chat window? Do you now have a relationship with yourself after mom and dad, or is there somebody else also? Okay, believe it or not, if you live in a joint family, the relationship may not be still yourself. It can be your grandmother, it can be your auntie, it can be your uncle. Like my nephew Ved was brought up in this family together with me, my brother Jayesh, and my mom, his wife, and everybody. So Ved, when he grew up, of course, he has a relationship with his mom and dad, but his biggest relationship after that is with me, my mother, and Indu. Like even today, he's very close to us because that's where his relationship started. So before his identity became clear about I am Ved, somebody was taking care of him, right? Who was that person? It was my mother. It was me. It was Indu. So those relationships also are important in your life. In your life, who was that person? Was there somebody else other than mom and dad who was taking care of you at home when you were a child? Write down those names. Then as you were growing up, if you had a sibling, or now siblings generally means younger ones, then that relationship doesn't come first, then your relationship comes first. Because now for you to understand that I have a younger brother or a younger sister, that means identity has come up, correct? What age do you think identity starts? When a baby starts realizing I. What age do you think it starts? Approximately 4 or 5, depending on child to child, like 3 to 5. The emotional tantrum starts happening much earlier, but the identity at the thought level that I exist and I want and I have a choice starts a little later. Like I'll tell you my bird Genie, who I have, even though he's a bird, when he came home for the first time, he was just 1 month old at that time, about 4 years ago now. At that time, his personality was emotional. He felt things. But do you think he had an ego at that time, at the age of 1 month as a bird? Not really. After 6 months, he started having an identity. Now, how do I know he had an identity? Here is an example. Today, I'll give you today's example. In the morning, he woke up and he has his favorite laddus, okay, which are made of seeds. And he also loves brinjal, bengan. He loves cucumber because all of these things have seeds and birds love seeds. So first I gave him the brinjal. He literally did this. And he just turned around. Like he had an identity where like, I don't like this. I don't like this. See, when he was 1 month old and anything I put in his mouth, what do you think he did? Hop. It was like just anything I gave, good, bad, right, wrong, he would just almost have everything. And now he has a choice. I like this. I don't like this. And believe it or not, he would literally say no to bengan, then he will say no to cucumber. Then he makes a choice. Laddu, okay, laddu I want. And then he will take the laddu and then he'll be happy to eat. He's very clear about what he wants because an identity is being developed. So what age do you think probably you started having that identity of I? Where your taste buds became more important to you than what your mom was feeding you now. So that's where your self-identity came in. So then I want you to write down in that Excel or in that notepad, if you're writing self as a relationship, then you can write your own name. Like I will write down Mitesh. But what problems do you have with Mitesh? And in your case, what problems do you have with yourself? I'll give you some examples that I have a problem with my mom and dad and myself, just to tell you what this exercise is for an example. So I'll tell you the problems I had with my mom. My mom in those days, I always thought was a control freak. She would just dominate me all the time. Okay. The complaints I had, see, when I say problems, you can also write down complaints, okay? What are the problems or complaints that you have with that person? With my dad, my complaint was, he is never there for me. That's the complaint I had with my dad once upon a time. That's the problems I had with him once upon a time. Another complaint I had with my dad was he never listens to me. If you still have some of these complaints and problems with your parents, then you will write this down in that notepad. Self. My problem with myself in that time was, I am lazy. Isn't that a complaint that you have with yourself? I am lazy, or I am not good looking. I actually had this belief. I believed I'm not a good looking person, and I used to always feel very inferior about my looks. And because of that, I was not good with public speaking. I was not good in a crowd. It had different problems in my life because I had this inferior complex. But that's a complaint I had with myself, that I am not good looking. How many of you have complaints with yourself? Raise your hands, please. Yeah, those are your problems with yourself. How many of you are realizing you've never made a list of these things? Like it's there in your head, but it's not a clear list. Are you clear about what I'm saying now? And because you don't have a clear list, you don't know what to evolve. You don't know what to do with it. So here's what happens. Imagine you're living your life, okay? You get up in the morning and you have a complaint with yourself. Mitesh, again, you're doing this. Why do you always do this? And they're like, okay, forget it. And you don't do anything about it. You don't evolve as a person. In the meantime, Mitesh is dealing with his mother, and now Mitesh has complaints with his mother, and then he's dealing with his father, and then he's having complaints with his father, and then he's dealing with his brother, and then he has complaints with his brother, and then he's dealing with his sister, and then he has complaints with his sister. How many people do we have complaints with? Come on, think about it. Who are we judging? Who do we have complaints with in our life? Almost everybody, correct? And now you wake up at whatever time you wake up in the morning till the time you sleep in the night. You've got so many of these judgments. And these judgments, these complaints, create negative emotions. How many of you agree they create negative emotions? I want you to write down these negative emotions here in the problems area, along with the complaints and the problems. Like for my mom, one of the feelings I always had was fear. I used to always be scared of her. With my dad, I always had this feeling of anger. I used to be always angry with my dad that he's not there for me. With myself, I always had this feeling of not good enough. Right? So we keep having these problems, these complaints, these feelings towards other people, towards ourselves, and we never make a list of it. And then we never evolve it. And then as you grow up, you're accumulating these emotions, you're accumulating these problems, you're accumulating these complaints. Until what age do you think we never get into a relationship mastery program to make a list of this? Until what age do you think we never get into an exercise like this of writing a list of these emotions because of these problems? Give me an example. How many of you are doing this exercise for the first time? And what's your age now? Give me the answer in the chat window. What's your age right now? Some of you girls are going to give me a wrong age. That's okay. Now, whatever age you've written in the chat window, this is the number of years you have accumulated your problems and your emotions. And then you make affirmations for your career and it doesn't work. And you're wondering why your affirmations are not working. And then you do affirmations for money and you don't attract money and you're wondering why you're not able to attract money. How many of you agree there is a lot of blockage that we need to clear in our relationships? Yes or no? But can you clear something that you cannot see? No. That is why the first exercise is taking an account. Account means what? Taking an account means you look at the credit and the debit of the finance accounts, like keeping an account, that making sure everything is credited, which is credited, everything is debited, which is debited, everything is in the books, everything is accounted for. I want you to create an account today for the first time about where are my relationships today, what are the problems I have, what are the emotions they have created for me so far. Everybody clear about the exercise? Now this will take 10 minutes. This is not an easy exercise because you've never done this before. So take 5 to 10 minutes. In fact, 10 minutes I'll definitely give you. I'll keep a timer on the screen and I'll keep guiding you by voice and I'll keep some good music on for you. But in the meantime, go deep into your thoughts in memory. Do not do creativity here. Go into memory and say, what are the problems I have with my mom? What are the complaints I have with my mom? What are the feelings I have with my mom, which are all negative? I don't want the positive ones right now. We are working on the accounting of the negatives right now. Everybody clear? Now, you are writing about past and present both. If those problems exist in your life, you're writing it down. If you are experiencing and remembering those problems, you will write it down. Here is the best part. If the problem is not a problem, you won't remember it. Now, how many of you agree with that? If the complaint is not a complaint, you won't remember it. But if it is a complaint, will you remember it? Oh, yes. Not only will you remember it, you will keep reminding them about it. How many of you agree? याद है तुमने किया था last time? As Priyanka was saying, you remember dates also. And time also. 2021, 5 o'clock in the evening, we were sitting at home. You were wearing an orange color shirt and you told me that. I'm just exaggerating here. But let's take an account of all those things. Okay, here we go. My video is off. In a few seconds, you'll see a timer on the screen of about exactly 10 minutes. Even if your parents have passed away, and if you still sometimes remember things about them that experiences like a problem, like a complaint, then you still write down that complaint. My dad never did this for me. My mom never did this for me. If you have any such complaints with them, which are there as memories, then still write it down. Yeah, so if you grew up with your stepmother, then what are the problems you have with them? It's who you grew up with.
मैं जीखा तेरे दिल के अंदर चमके जैसे कोई समंदर
हर सोच एक बीज बन जाती दुनिया तेरी ओर चली आती
सांसों में भरो जियारा
छोड़ दो डर कांधियारा
जो मांगा है प्यार से तुमने
मिलेगा सही समय पे तुमको live your life in the now
यही है जीवन का पावन राग
manifestation शुरू होती
जब दिल करे सच्चा विश्वास
universe is inside you
You are the universe भी
इंदु मितेश संग चलो
जागेगी
शक्ति सभी
जो महसूस करो
वही बनता
हर विश्वास जीवन चुनता
अपने अंदर झांक के देखो
ईश्वर का घर वही तो रहता
सांसों में भरो जियारा
छोड़ दो डर का अंधियारा
जो मांगा है प्यार से तुमने
मिलेगा सही
समय पे तुमको live your life in the now
यही है जीवन का पावन राग
manifestation शुरू होती
जब दिल करे
सच्चा विश्वास universe is inside you
You are the universe भी
इंदु मितेश संग चलो
जागेगी शक्ति सभी
मैजिक है हर धड़कन में
शक्ति है तेरी आत्मा में
तू छोटा सा सपना नहीं
पूरा ब्रह्मांड है तेरे अंदर में
live your life in the now बरसे आशीर्वाद अभी universe is inside you you are the universe
इंदु मितेश दिल से पुकारे
जागो अपनी रोशनी में
manifestation अब हो जा
5 minutes done, 5 minutes left. Everybody on YouTube live, I hope you're doing this exercise as if you're live with me. Please take advantage of this exercise of writing down an account of where your relationships are. While doing this, do not get emotional. While doing this, do not get lost in your thoughts. Keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. Write in short words, don't need to write long statements. Just we are taking an account of what problems are there, what complaints are there, and what feelings are there.
Close your eyes, feel the light, magic.
Be careful. The moment you remember a problem, don't dwell on it. Don't be lost in it. Write it, move on to the next one. Write it, move on to the next one. Be careful of it.
He's waiting now to become true.
Breathe it in, let it flow.
Trust the path.
Let it grow. No more fear, no more doubt.
Your soul knows what life's about.
Live your life in the now.
Manifestation starts somehow.
The universe is inside you.
You are the universe too.
Hindu and Mitesh,
Shining bright
guiding hearts
to the light.
Every thought becomes a seed. Love will give you all you need. When you rise, the world will rise. Heaven opens through your eyes.
Breathe it in,
Let it flow.
trust the path.
Let it grow.
No more fear.
No more doubt.
Your soul knows what life's about.
Live your life in the now.
Manifestation starts somehow.
The universe is inside you.
You are the universe too.
Hindu and Mitesh,
Shining bright
guiding hearts into
the light.
magic in your heartbeat.
Power in your soul.
You are not a small dream.
You are the whole.
1 minute left.
Live your life in the now.
Feel the blessings falling down.
The universe is inside you.
You are the universe too.
Hindu and Mitesh,
Heart so true.
awakening the light in you. जिंदगी का मकसद गोल नहीं है.
All right, time up. I'm coming back. Here we go. All right. How many of you got a lot of clarity when you did this accounting for the first time? Or maybe after a long time, some of you senior members have done it again previously. So if you do this account regularly, and you must do it every 1 month, every 2 months, you keep doing accounts of where are my relationships today and what are the problems, what are the complaints, what are the emotions? And I'll tell you why. You will find a pattern. Now, how many of you found patterns in complaints that you have? Patterns in problems that you experience with people? And patterns in emotions that you feel with them? Type in yes or no. Did you find those patterns? Who would like to raise their Zoom hand and share what are those patterns? Okay. And then as the lessons keep happening, I will keep coaching you through different lessons that will help you upgrade some skills that will help you evolve as a person to handle these patterns. Now, as you know, there are two types of people attending in Relationship Mastery today, platinum members and non-platinum members. Now, because platinum members are the ones for whom I'm doing the live workshop, they are the ones who are the VIP members, so they will get the opportunity to share first. The non-platinum members, you will get the opportunity to share the day you become platinum as usual. You would want me to give you the same privilege when you become platinum, right? So that's just being fair with platinum members. So non-platinum members, do not feel bad, but you can still learn and be part of this live bonus program and learn from their questions, learn from their sharing, learn from the coaching I give them. Is that fair? Everybody type in fair in the chat window if it's fair that I'm treating platinum as platinum and I'm treating platinum, non-platinum as the way they are right now, giving them whatever I can at the bonus level. Okay, so let's get ready. Who here realized some patterns? Raise your hands if you realize some patterns. Okay, so here we go. Your name, I don't know why showing as Agarwal Modi. You need to change your first name and last. Pooja. You need to go back and change your name in the course platform later. So when you log out next time and log in, if your course name is changed in Kajabi, it'll automatically pick up here properly. Okay? All right, I'll change it for you for now. Go for it, Pooja. What did you realize?
So the biggest thing with me is I never got importance in my childhood days. I don't know why. I had the memory of always, crying at night and always thinking that let me not wake up next morning and let me wake up in your house. I had that memory, and also that my father passed away very at a very tender age of mine.
Right.
Also, I have complained with myself. I was not good looking. I was very lean, very thin, very bad, and I all now also I have this pattern of not feeling good enough sometimes, and lonely. This is the biggest thing. I feel no one supports me in anything. I always feel lonely. My mother earlier used to never give me importance the way I have two elder brothers, and in a Marwadi family, it's like कि लड़कियों को ज़्यादा नहीं भाव दिया जाता. वो नहीं पढ़े, वो कुछ ना करे. I remember I failed in maths and biology in class 6, and my mother did not give me any pressure कि तू पढ़, तेरा तो शादी हो जाएगा. You will be 18 and you will get married. But in class 7, I remember that we need to choose in ICSE. We need to choose for between commerce and science for class 9. So my mother took me to the tutor and told me that you just pass in 10th class, I'll be happy. And that pricked me like hell. And maths and biology today is my strongest subject. Even now, I can draw that heart wala diagram and I can explain like in 10th.
Right.
So I had this pattern of also my mother never trusted me. My brother never gave me importance. They never encouraged me in doing anything.
Do you see the same problems that you had with your mother in your life today?
Yes, my mother.
In different relationships.
My mother-in-law.
Same things prick you here.
Yeah, it does. With my mother, it's healed now. With my mother-in-law, it gets healed, and because my old patterns keeps coming back, it is like the same thing.
Correct. And where else do you see these relationship problems, which are there
with my husband?
Dad, that he left it early, he was not there to support you. Similar problems with your husband?
Yes.
What complaints do you have with him?
He does not give me due importance. He does not take a stand for me. I heal it, and when the pattern comes back again, that same problem is like it's a vicious circle.
Correct.
It does happen.
He's never going to change. The myth we have many times in manifestation programs is that if I do something hope for other people, they will change.
I've been doing that only.
They never change. They remain the same. Believe it or not, when I wanted to quit my relationship with Indu in the initial stages of relationships, and I wanted to divorce her, she's still the same person today that she was then. I realized I have evolved as a person. So today I find her the most loving, the most caring person on this earth, the most talented person on this earth. I think she's the most hardworking person on this earth. But that's because I have evolved as a person, not because she has changed.
With you and Indu, it's like Indu's personality is mine personality. I'm very aggressive. Whatever I talk straight, and your personality, you're calm. You're patience, and
Right.
same as the case with my husband. And he also, your video I saw in YouTube, that the way Indu ma'am used to talk to people, you did not used to like it.
Correct.
And
He would
same,
not like it.
yeah, he does not like me
Yep.
talking to him. Ki, Are,
So
agar
that
wo
means
ghar,
he's a man with high in personality.
yeah, he is,
And
and I
he'll never
have
take a
yang.
stand. He'll never take a
He
stand.
doesn't, yeah.
Because you are taking already so much stand that if you both started taking stands together, there will be nothing left in the house to take care of. It'll be all taking stands only. That's the balance of the universe.
And he blames me a lot. I'm like, okay, if you cannot speak, let me speak, then don't blame me.
No.
Don't come and blame me.
No, he doesn't blame you. He's being himself. You don't know how to handle that.
Yet I don't know. Malab, since after
That's what I'm saying.
after so
You
much
don't
of,
know how to handle that.
yeah, I get into
Give me
that
an example
shell.
of one of the things where he blames you. One specific statement, give me.
A week back, something happened with my mother-in-law, and I told that when I tell her repeatedly to do this thing, she does not. And after 6 months time, I'm here, and I have involved. I know how to talk to people. I do not order them, and like do not command them,
That's fine.
because
Give me an
of,
example where he blames you in a certain way and you don't like it.
yeah. So I told her that I told my mother-in-law to get the maid do this, but then she did not.
Okay.
Then he's like, you might have ordered her, you might have
Said in
not
the
to
wrong way. You must have
yeah,
communicated in the wrong
yeah,
way. Okay.
yeah. And
How
then
did you feel
late,
when he said that?
I'm like, again, you will never take a stand of mine. You always will be the same. You do not listen to the entire story properly. Listen to both sides and then come and blame me and then take the judgment. You always judge me. You don't listen to my stories. You have this personality of not.
Okay.
So
So
again, we
observe
got
here.
into a fight.
Observe here. Take your left hand, everybody, like this, including you, Pooja. Use your right hand and slap your left hand. Now, it's a slight slap. Did it hurt so badly right now that you could have tears in your eyes? No. Why not?
It was not that harsh. It was.
No. It's because the hand is not so sensitive right now. It's strong.
Okay.
Get my point?
Yeah.
Now, if there's a small cut here, very small, tiny.
Yeah.
Sometimes you must be, while cooking, getting some small cuts.
Mm.
Right? Now, do the same thing. What do you think will happen?
It'll hurt.
What's going to be the reaction?
Ouch.
Right? And sometimes you'll have tears in your eyes with that pain. Why?
Because the wound is already there and I'm hitting on it.
Yeah.
So it's
So now my
activating.
question is, the problem is this hand is weak or the problem is this hand is hitting? What is the real problem?
This hand is weak. Yeah.
You're telling this hand never to interact with this hand. The problem is not that. When the first time you did this,
Correct.
second, that's who you've become. Sensitive. Like one of the examples my mentor gave me was, you're like this was my mentor saying it for me many years ago. He's saying you're like a minefield. You know what's a minefield? You've seen English
Minefield.
movies?
Yeah.
Where they have these war zones.
Yes.
In the ground, they'll keep these mines. If a person steps on it by mistake, boom.
It blows.
Right? So he says, Mitesh, you've become like a minefield. Coming close to you is like, kabhi bhi phatega. Something
Same.
is, you're going to feel bad about something.
Yes.
You're going to get angry about something. You're going to cry about something. You're going to be sad about something. You're going to be frustrated about something. And you know what is the weirdest thing about the minefield?
If no one comes, they are silent. It's
No.
silent.
Very good. So that's one good thing. If nobody comes there, then it looks like
I'm
everything
good.
is fine.
Everything.
It's a beautiful land with wonderful grass and wonderful flowers.
Yes.
But there is a big problem with the minefield. You know what is that? You can't see them. You can't see them. They can't see them. You don't know where they are.
Okay.
So now if somebody is walking on the mine, and if they know there is a minefield, but they have to talk to you, they have to reach you, how would they walk?
They will be very cautious of this step. Yeah.
And no matter how cautious they are,
It's going to blow.
because they don't know where the mines are, and even you don't know where the mines are. You don't know where the cut is. If they have to give you something in your hands, if they have to shake your hands, they don't know where the cut is. They may hug you and you may have a cut here.
Yes.
They may kiss you on the forehead and you may have a cut here. Right? They may just do this with love and you may have a cut here and they have no idea about it. And it may be an internal cut, which is so hidden that nobody knows about it. It's like sometimes you have an internal cut that you don't know about, and you're eating food and you eat something spicy and your whole mouth suddenly burns and you have tears in your eyes like, what did I just do? The problem is not that you ate something. The problem is something inside there is an injury. But we start blaming the food.
Yeah.
We start blaming the maid. तुमने इतना तीखा क्यों बनाया? Take care of your immune system first. That's what we will do today for the first time. The problem is you're just working on techniques to help other people, thinking that Ho'oponopono will help them become a better person and vibrate at a higher frequency. It doesn't work like that. You have to evolve by making that hand stronger.
Good.
Making sense?
Perfect.
Because for how many years you've been going through this? From the time you remember the time of the
30.
puja crying alone in the room.
Yeah. It's 30 years.
Yeah, because the puja cries alone in the room even today, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Be honest, when was the last time you cried alone in the room?
Yesterday night, my
There you
husband was
go.
out. My husband
There
was
you
out.
go.
I was talking to Mitesh AI, and he's like, he prigged me in something. And whenever, even today, when I talk about my father, it's like I got tears. And my husband walked in and like, what happened? He was out. He was out of station, and then achanak se he came, and then like, what happened? 10:30 at night, I was crying, and like, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I'm fine.
That's a pattern. So now the proof of you being evolved as a person is not they not doing this. That's not the proof. What is the proof?
This is strong.
Yeah. So next time Mitesh AI says the same conversation about your father, or your husband comes up with the same conversation and says, you must have done something wrong.
Fine. Okay.
And if this hand doesn't feel the hit, that means this hand has become stronger.
Yeah.
That's the intention today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Clear now?
Yeah.
Do you now understand the importance of doing this exercise?
Yes.
That's why I keep doing it every 1 or 2 months. Okay? All of you on mute, give her a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations.
Realized something about your own life while I was talking to Pooja. Raise your hands. Because I promise you, every time I'm talking to any one person, I'm talking to all of you. The human patterns are the same everywhere. You believe you have very special problems and you need to talk to me for those problems. And you believe that your problems are very unique and customized. They're not. 99% of human problems are the same. How many of you agree with that? Okay. All right. So let's take a couple of more sharings and then we'll move towards the resolution part now, which is how do you evolve as a person? Like, how do you make this hand stronger? We'll get into that now. Sumit, what did you realize were the problems, complaints, and emotions? And what's the pattern you realized?
Thanks for choosing. I was really waiting that you'll choose me.
Most welcome.
So I realized that my father was always a key decision maker and dominated to me. So I become a kind of indecisive person. So whenever a situation comes to take a decision out of course, I always feel that, okay, what should I do? How should I make those decisions? And that environment probably helped me to develop my yin energy more than yang energy.
Correct.
And when I got married also, quite similar issues I faced. And my wife has an issue with my parents and finding it difficult to deal with that situation. So again, a tough decision, tough call to deal with that situation.
Correct.
So that is a part I realized.
So similar patterns from childhood till now.
Yes. And this is my first wealth master and I joined this month only as a platinum. Hello.
Okay, what else did you realize about your problems or patterns with whom?
So, and then I realized I told about my father, I am unable to make people understand my point of view sometimes. and
Hmm.
and make emotional when somebody talks to me, emotional when, like, if I fell ill and somebody comes and talk to me, I always felt like a choked, can't express that.
Right.
So that is
okay. What else?
And I see that pattern repeated to my son, that he also becomes like less decisive,
Hmm.
because looks like sometimes I have to make a decision for him.
Yep.
So
So
I think that
it's kind of
pattern is,
your patterns are going to your son now. And
yes,
because you didn't evolve, he hasn't evolved because he's eventually learning from you.
yes,
Hmm. All right. Awesome realization. So if you evolve as a person, your evolution doesn't stop with you. If your
it will
problems don't
pass.
stop with you, yeah, exactly. Then your evolution will also pass to your son. He will see you and he will grow as per that. So to give you an example, recently, Ved, who's learning with me, part of my company, made a big mistake. And that mistake costed like a huge amount of money. So he was obviously crying. He felt guilty. And I let him go through that experience. I let him say sorry. All that was fine. But I also remembered to tell him that part of it was my responsibility as well, because I gave you something which was so valuable as a task without training you properly. So I am also responsible for that. Now, somewhere in his subconscious, he will always remember that I took responsibility for what I also did. And that subconscious memory makes him a better person in the future. So I promise you, today, when you evolve, you will see that difference in your son in 30 days. And that'll be the biggest pleasure for you as a father.
Yes, I'm looking forward to
Right.
that.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. All of you on mute, give him a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations.
Let's take one more. Who else here realized something big about your patterns, that something is consistently going on from your childhood times till now? Raise your hands. Okay, here we go. Archana, what did you realize?
Yeah, so
Yes.
the biggest realization was before taking up this exercise, I was expecting that the negative emotions, I will have a variety of emotions. But to my surprise, with every other relationship, there are three dominant emotions that I'm having: feeling small, being dominated,
Right.
and feeling judged. So that
Correct.
was a big thing for me. I was like, okay, I had this feeling only with my father or only with one of my sisters, but that is not the
Mm.
case. The gravity is different, but
It's across all
these
people.
three, yeah, it's across all people.
Wow. Good realization. And how's it impacting your career?
Uh, So I'm a coach. I have transitioned into coaching for the past 6 years. So I have and I'm a platinum member for the past 2 months, and the large work has been around this
Correct.
pattern of standing up for myself. So I think I have worked fairly well. I understand, like, whenever
But now that you
I
know this pattern still exists in you of feeling small, being judged, how does it impact your business?
it has been impacting my sales quite a lot.
Yes. You know why?
And
Because you won't be able to state your price confidently. You'll feel small while talking about your quote, your price. And if somebody says things like, you're selling very expensive, you're not trying to help as a coach, very fast you'll feel judged and emotional about it. The people will make you feel guilty very easily.
yeah, and then I
Correct?
get into that
And then you'll kind of
pattern of
undermine
over
your own pricing.
responsibility. Yeah, 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 yeah,
And then you'll say,
yeah,
no, I need to make a difference. I shouldn't leave them alone.
yeah. And
And
how will
then
I
you'll
get to
never hike your
serve if I?
prices.
Yes, yes. So
Correct?
yeah, that's a big one
So
which I'm
that's because of the way
currently
you feel
working on.
about yourself. So it's not just your relationships that impacts everywhere, including your career. Right? Awesome. Good realization. So that means one of the proofs we want to see you evolved as a person is by the next week. Not only in your relationships, if somebody says something, you wouldn't feel judged, but if you quote a certain price to your students and the person says you're overcharging people. And if they judge you, you don't feel judged by that. When that happens, that they judge you, you don't feel judged in business, that's when you know that you've really evolved as a person.
Okay.
Not that you do this workshop and now nobody judges you. That's not the result.
Yeah.
It's when they continue judging you and it doesn't affect you. And now you start attracting clients who don't judge you but accept you the way you are. Both will happen.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
All of you on
Thank
mute,
you.
give her a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations for living like platinum standard.
About to start the next lesson, I'll give you one more example of this. I remember talking to one of the platinum members who was constantly attracting people in her life who were not committing to her in a relationship. And her belief was that if I manifest, if I do Ho'oponopono properly, if I do affirmations properly, I will stop attracting men who are not committing. But that's not the truth. True manifestation is not your attraction changes first. True manifestation is the attraction doesn't change your manifestation, which means your internal reaction to that manifestation changes. So now she attracts a man who's not committing to her and she doesn't feel bad, she doesn't feel hurt, she doesn't feel angry. She's able to deal with it. Deal with it in such a beautiful way that the person comes in her life, she experiences a certain good amount of time with him, and the person says, I'm not able to commit with you, and say, that's all right. If you can't commit, that's okay. I'll move on to somebody else, and peacefully moves on. Now, only when the reaction inside has changed, later the manifestation outside will change. How many of you clear? But the problem is, many of you feel that the universe is not as smart as you. You think if you do 108 times Ho'oponopono, you can fool the universe. Okay, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you tell the universe, ab to change kar do na reaction bahar ka. Like, now you should change my mother-in-law. Now you should change my partner. Now my partner should commit to me. No, I did 108 times Ho'oponopono. But the universe cannot be fooled. If you have not really evolved as a person, the universe will test you. The same kind of a person will do the same thing in your life again. And if you feel the same thing again, that means the manifestation is going to continue. But if the same thing continues in your life and you don't react the same way, your reactions have upgraded, like upgraded reactions. Example, they do the same thing, but you have upgraded. Your strength has increased. Now, a new reaction will happen. A new manifestation will happen. Why will a new manifestation happen? Because when your strength is here, you attract people at that level. I guarantee you one thing. Every person inside them has all qualities. Write this down, please. All of us have all qualities. Good qualities, bad qualities, right qualities, wrong qualities, the best qualities, the worst qualities. Type in yes if you genuinely agree with this, that we all are capable of everything in life. Good and bad both. Yes or no? So now listen. When I vibrate at a certain frequency, I extract. You understand the word extraction? Example, let's say you're walking on the road and you get a small prick in your feet. Chalte chalte, ek kaata chubh gaya. So you have to extract that prick out of your feet. That's called an extraction, correct? Take your hands like this. Say extract. Now, when you're vibrating at a certain frequency, your energy has so much power, it goes inside that person and extracts the same frequency outside them. Like if you feel judged, you will extract judgment from them. How many of you are blown away right now? Like if you are having the ability to be jealous, you will extract the ability for the other person to come and make you jealous. I'll give you an example. How many people hate people who show off? Like when they come in front of you and they show off, you don't like it. Raise your hands. Come close to me. Have you realized you keep attracting those kind of people? I'll tell you why. Do you know who has the capacity to show off? Everybody. Not only you, not only them. Who has the capacity to show off? Everybody. But the problem is you get affected by show off. Yes or no? So your vibration of feeling jealous extracts other people to behave in such a way that they will purposely show off in front of you. Sometimes you will observe people showing off in front of you who generally don't show off in front of anybody. And you're like, तेरे को क्या हुआ? तू क्यों ऐसे बिहेव कर रहा है? तू तो ऐसा नहीं है, तेरे को तो ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, तू थोड़ी उसके जैसा है, don't do this, and you're heartbroken. How can this person behave like this? Type in yes if you have experienced that. You've seen people showing off who are not even show off. Yes or no? You know why? You're literally extracting that from them. Literally extracting. One more example. If you have the ability to be taken advantage of, I repeat, if you have the ability to take an advantage of, you will observe people around you will blackmail you and will take advantage of you. And who has the ability to blackmail? Who has the ability to take advantage? Everybody. But because you have the ability to feel taking advantage of, you will literally extract that quality within them. And the person who generally is not manipulating anybody will manipulate you. And you're like, you also did this. I never expected from you. How many of you have cried like this saying, you, I didn't expect you. That's because you will extract it from whom? Everybody, anybody. So you can shift from India and go to Canada. Will you find people like that there? Hello? How many people have tried? Type an I. Have you tried shifting countries thinking, India people are like that only. I'll go there. Country is better. People are better. है ना? Jobs are better. Opportunities are better. Bosses are better. Colleagues are better. Subordinates are better. Okay, what happened when you shifted the country? Same kind of people? Yes or no? I'll tell you why. You carried somebody with you when you went to the next country. Do you know who you carried with you? Yeah, you carried you. And this you goes there and does what? Take your hands again. Extracts the same things from other people that you extracted in India. Because who is capable of what? Please remember this. We all are capable of everything. Are you also capable of cheating people? Yes. Are you also capable of lying? Yes. Believe it or not, if you are not careful of your energy, if other people are in control of your energy, they can extract from you. How many people here have experienced that there's a part of you that comes out in front of only certain people? Like there are only certain people in front of whom you are very naughty. Okay, let's see if I'm still connected. Am I still connected? I think there was a small disconnection there. All right. So the example I was giving was, how many of you have experienced that there are some people who have the ability to extract from you because your energy is low, their energy is higher, so they extract from you. Example, have you experienced you are a certain different type of a person with certain people? Can you write down the names of those people on your notepad? Like example, are you naughty with certain people only? Like they extract that naughtiness out of you. And they make you naughty, and then sometimes you're like, तेरे साथ ना मैं बिगड़ जाता हूँ. How many of you know somebody like that? And you blame them, by the way. Frankly, you are allowing them to extract that because you're not in control of your energy. Right? Just like that, there are some people who extract strength out of you. They'll extract it. So in their presence, you feel good. In their presence, you feel energized. In their presence, you feel strong. Yes or no? If you become that kind of a person who has the ability to not let other people extract from you, but to you extract from other people consciously instead of unconsciously. You still allow other people to extract from you, but the best version of you. You still extract from other people, but the best version of them. This is when you become a master at relationships. So write this down. I extract the best in others. I allow them to attract the best in me. Extract is also attract. If I extract from you, I'm attracting from you. If you're extracting from me, you're attracting from me. If you think of the word extraction, this is how you extract. But this is also how you attract. Type in wow if you got a new realization about how we deal with people and people deal with us. Raise your hands. Am I able to extract the best out of other people as a coach? That is why people will come close to me. But for me to extract the best out of you, I also have to be careful of my energy that you don't extract the worst out of me. By the way, do you have the ability to extract the worst out of me? Yes. And if I'm not control of my energy and my vibrations and my FTBA, will you be able to do that? And what I mean by extracting the worst out of me is this. You give me a compliment. I feel good. That's extracting a good part of me. But now you give me a criticism. Like, how many of you noticed my hair is looking stupid? I had a haircut recently and the guy completely screwed up my hairstyle. And they keep falling down. I keep turning it behind. It feels a bit weird to me. Now, if let's say somebody gives me a critical comment here saying, Mitesh, you should do something about your hair. It's not looking good. When you criticize me, if I am already judging myself and my energy is already low, will you be able to extract the person who feels judged inside me? Raise your hands. So if Pooja's mother-in-law is able to extract a judged personality out of Pooja, it's because Pooja's hand is weak. How many of you got that? If you are able to extract that personality out of me, Tesh's energy is low. Are we clear now? This is what I mean by extracting and attracting from other people. This is what I mean by other people extracting and attracting from you. But let's take care of how you can evolve your personality now. Okay, so here we go. All right, now YouTube members who are live with us right now, I want you to know that this is technically the first lesson happening now. Take full advantage of this. What we did till now was just preparation of relationship mastery. So make sure that you're attending with full attention. After this lesson, we are going to end YouTube live lesson number 1. And then the rest of the day workshop is only for paid members. So if you would love to be part of Zoom, take advantage now. My team members are going to share a link with you in the YouTube chat. Click on it, quickly make the payment and come inside Zoom. They will guide you how to come into Zoom after the payment is complete. So let's begin lesson number 1. Right? Take a new page on your notepads, please. Always take a new page whenever I start a new lesson, okay? So the new lesson is the source of our relationships. The source. Example. I have water in my cup. The source of this water is the water filter in my room, as an example. Behind my house, there is a river. That can also be the source. But that river is not clean. There's always some kind of dust over there. There's always some kind of animals roaming around, some fish roaming around in that. So if I take my cup and directly take the water from that river and drink it, that is one source of water. The second source of water is the filter in my house, which is also a source of water. Which source of water is healthy for me? Directly the river, which is behind my house, or the water filter in my house? What do you think? Obviously, the filtered water is much healthier because it is removing all the impurities from the water and giving me the cleanest possible quality of water, correct? So that is called source. Now, just like that, you and I have a source of energy, source of life. Write down source of life. Source of relationships comes from source of life. Life means what? Life itself, life and death. Who is the source of your life? Where is your source coming from? Your source. Parents, mom and dad, correct? Okay. In your room right now, there is electricity, correct? There's a button in the room. Like in my case, the button, I can see it here. Can you see the buttons of the lights in your room right now? Just look towards it. If you switch off that button, the light will be off, correct? But is the button the source? No, the button is not the source. Where is the source of electricity? Some transformer in some government facility out there, correct? Now, just like that, your parents are the real source of your energy. If you are disconnected from the source of your mom and dad's energy, you are disconnected from life force itself. You're disconnected from energy of life itself. As you grow up, if you remain disconnected with your source, will you have enough electricity? Will you have enough energy to vibrate and be glowing and lightful and bright future in the future? No, you won't. Why? Because there is not enough electricity, because there is not enough light, because there is not enough energy. Now, this energy can only come from your mom, can only come from your dad. It cannot come from anywhere because that's where you are born from. Is that making sense to you so far? Type in yes in the chat window, please. They are your source. I promise you, people who do not get along with their parents because they're disconnected from their electricity, from the source, they don't have enough energy in their life to manifest something in their life. I promise you that. So they will never have a balanced HRCM. They'll keep having some problem somewhere in their life, and I'll show you how. First, let's understand what is the meaning of disconnection. Write down. Disconnection means complaints and problems from parents. Okay. So if I'm disconnected with my mom, it means I have some complaints and problems with my mom. If I'm disconnected with my dad, it means I have some complaints and problems with my father. Let's take one example at a time and how they are consequently important. Let's say you have a mother who was very dominating like mine and she was control freak. So what is the complaint you will always have with your mom? Give me a statement in the chat window. What will you say in your mind? Or if you're talking to your friend about your mom, who's your best friend, and you're kind of sharing your frustration about your mom with your best friend, what will you say? What's the complaint that you will have? She's very dominating. She doesn't let me do anything. She controls me too much. And what will I feel for her? I will feel anger, but there will also be fear. Fear will be the dominant emotion because she's dominating me. I'm like, okay. The complaints that you have with your mother, listen to me carefully here, okay? The complaints that you have with your mother are the skills that you're missing to deal with those situations and qualities. Don't write it. Don't write it. You'll forget it otherwise. Wait. You can write it later. The complaints that you have with your mother are the skills you are missing to deal with those qualities of your mother. Example. If somebody is dominating you, you need a certain skill to deal with a dominating person. Type in yes or no. Is this simple? Somebody is dominating you. I need a certain skill to deal with them, correct? Should I say that nobody in the world should dominate me? Is that ideal? Will it work that way? No, somebody's going to dominate me in my life, right? So if I don't have the skill to deal with that quality with my mom of being dominating, and if I still have that complaint with her, that means until now, I still do not have that skill. And if I still don't have that skill, it means even today, I cannot handle domination. So now I'll complete the statement for you. The problems that you have with your mother are the skills that you are missing in your life, because of which you're attracting the problems in your life today. Now write that down. It'll make sense to you. The problems that you have with your mother, or the complaints that you have with your mother, are the skills that you're missing in your life. Even today. Are the skills that you're missing in your life even today, because of which you're attracting same problems and complaints in your life even today. And you will continue to, by the way. You will continue to. You cannot escape this lesson. Because the lesson is not that somebody is trying to dominate you. You will always find dominating people in the world because everybody has dominating qualities. But if you are a person who cannot deal with it and you don't have the skill to deal with it, then you will constantly extract dominating personality from other people. Example. I have a problem with my mother. She dominates me. So what is the skill I'm missing? Can anybody give me an example of a skill? In today's language, we call it skills like assertiveness. In simple words, the ability to stand up for yourself, which means what? Mom is saying, don't eat this. Now, when you were 5, maybe it's okay to be dominated. But now when you're 18, do you think it's okay for you to make a choice? Hello? Yes. Now you're 18, you're eating something, you know it's healthy, you know there's nothing wrong with it, and your mom's like, don't eat it, it's not good for you. Now, if your mom's a control freak, will she dominate you? Is she wrong in dominating you if she's a dominating personality? Hello? No, she's just being herself. She's not doing something wrong. Listen, tigers hunt. Is that wrong? No. Right? Sheep and cows eat grass. Is there something wrong with that? No. Right? Dogs piss on the road. Is there something wrong with that? Hello? No. People are who they are, and they will only behave the way they are. The problem is not that. The problem is when my mom dominates me, I don't know how to say no to her at the age of 18 also. And that is why, because I can't say no to her, what is the statement I made? The problems and the complaints I have with my mother are the skills I have missing today, because of which I will continue having the problems today and tomorrow in my life. Because those skills are missing. Because I don't tell my mom, Mom, I don't want to do this. Don't do this. I want to eat it. I will eat it. Not only don't you know how to conversationally deal with it as a communication technique, not only you don't know how to say no, at an emotional level, you don't know how to be okay with your mom being dominating, yet not letting her dominate you. Do you understand the difference? Write this down. She can continue to be dominating, but I won't let her dominate me all the time. Do you understand the difference here? I'm not trying to change her personality. I'm saying you can continue to be dominating because that's who you are. You're not wrong. You're just who you are. I'm not going to let you dominate me all the time. Now, do I have a complaint with her that she's dominating? No. Because I'm like, if somebody says, Mitesh, your mom is very dominating. If my answer is, I know, yaar, I'm also troubled. If that's my answer, then is there a complaint? Yep. But if my friend says, listen, Mitesh, your mom is very dominating, huh? I'm like, but so what? That's okay, yaar. That's how she is. How does it matter? I also have some faults. But because she's dominating, she takes control of so many things in the house. Be grateful for that. Now I'm defending her. Do I have a complaint about her domination anymore? No. I want you to think of a person in your life whom you defend easily against another family member. Tell me if you remember somebody. You defend somebody in front of some other family member. Yes or no? Okay. What do you defend them about? Take an example. Let's say the other family member says, he always does this mistake. And you come in their defense and say, nahi baba, hamesha nahi karta hai wo aisa. Now, because you're not having a complaint with them is why you're defending them. Is that clear to you? But technically, you know that person is wrong, na? Hello? So even though the person is wrong, is it possible that you may not have a complaint with that person? Wow. That's actually possible. And you're already doing it. You're already defending somebody who's doing something wrong, aren't you? And you know you're wrong in defending him, don't you? But you still defend them. Because you don't have a complaint with them. Even though you know they're wrong. Why don't you have a complaint with them? Because emotionally, you know how to deal with that kind of a person. It doesn't affect you. And you know how to deal with them communicationally. Because you know that even though that person makes that mistake, they won't be able to take advantage of you. You know how to communicate with them and handle that situation with them. That is why when you defend them, you tell the other family member, मैं देखता हूँ. How many of you have done that? I will take care of him. वो मेरी सुनता है. Yes or no? Because you know how to deal with them. So do you have the skill to deal with that? See, because you have the skill to deal with that, it doesn't affect you. So I repeat now. This will make more sense now. The problems and the complaints I have with my mother are the skills I don't have in my life even today. If I still have those problems and complaints, by the way. And because I don't have the skills to deal with problems and complaints with her, I will continue to have the problems and complaints in the future. And here is the point. The problems and complaints that I have with my mother, because I don't have those skills to deal with her, I will translate. Everybody take your hands like this and repeat with me. Come on. The problems and complaints I have with my mother are the skills I'm missing in my life today. I will manifest those problems. Use the word manifest. I will manifest those problems and complaints either in me or people in my life. Now, 90%, if you have a problem with your mother, who will you manifest that problem in? Your boss or your mother-in-law? Is that making sense? Mostly. And if it's not somebody else, guess who you will manifest that problem in yourself. You'll only become very dominating. The complaints you have with others, sometimes you imbibe those qualities within you. That's why they say, be careful what you hate, you become like them. How many of you are just realizing you became like the person you hate the most? Raise your hands. Yeah, because you manifested those problems within you. And what do I mean by manifesting those problems within you? You don't have the skill to deal with that inside you. Example, my mom was dominating, now I am dominating. And I am unregulated dominating, which means what? I can't control myself. I don't have the skill to deal with my own domination. Are we clear about this? Like, how many people here have experienced that you've become short-tempered and you have a complaint about somebody being short-tempered in your life in the past? It's either your mom and dad. Raise your hands. There you go. So you don't know how to deal with that because you don't know how to deal with that in your dad or your mom, and you don't have the skill to deal with that in yourself. Or if it didn't manifest in you, it manifested in whom? Somebody else. If it's not in you, then somebody else. And mostly that's your life partner, by the way. The problems you will have from your parents are the problems you will have from your spouse, most of the times. Now, if you're not married, it'll be a boss or it'll be your potential partner. Here's another example. If I have a complaint with my father that he was never there for me, he never supported me, right? Like, that's my example. That's the complaint I used to have from my father. What kind of people I will keep attracting in my life? What kind of friends I will keep attracting in my life? What kind of life partner I will keep attracting in my life? People who will be not there for me. And they will have the position of being there for me, like my father, but they will not be there for me. I will literally extract that behavior out of them, that the moment they come close to me, they'll become irresponsible. They will not take care of me. Why? Because I don't have the skill to deal with that. Listen, either you will manifest that in your husband from your father, or you will manifest, like I've observed that men manifest their mother's complaints in their wife, and women manifest their father's complaint in their husbands. So if you hate your father, congratulations. You just invited a husband exactly like your father. If you hated your mother, men, congratulations. You just attracted or extracting or inviting a mother or wife exactly like your mother. And then you will be saying, you're exactly like my mother. You're exactly like my father. And you'll get angry again. So the problems, if you have with your father that says he was never there for me, I don't have the skill to deal with people who are not there for me. What kind of skill do you need? Give me an example. If a person has the position to support me, position means what? Role. Father's role is supposed to support me. Yes or no? What skill do I need if I want my father to support me? Tell me. I want my father to support me. What skill do I need? Come on. Quickly. It's very simple skill. Asking, not convincing. It's opening up. It's being vulnerable and saying, Dad, I need you. Why aren't you supporting me, Dad? I need you. I want you to be there for me. And then being behind his life and committing, Dad, I want you to be there for me. Now, like right now, somebody said, if I say that, my dad will be mad at me. See, you don't have the skill to deal with your dad. You don't know how to communicate with your dad. But if you had the skill, you will say, मैं बात करता हूं. I know how to deal with him. But see, right now you don't have the skill. So you're like, here is what you will say when you don't have the skill. All of you repeat with me. I have tried everything. Okay? I can't get along with him. How many of you have said statements like, I have tried everything? Hello? Mitesh, you don't know. I have tried Hope, Nope, No. I have tried EFT. I have tried this, that. I have tried Reiki. I've tried hypnosis. I've tried black magic also. I took a small doll, wrote my father's name on it, went to that doll and said, you are the most loving father in the world. You are the most loving father in the world. You are the most loving father in the world. Even voodoo science did not work on my father. Even magic, black magic did not work on my father. You don't know what my father is like. See, the problem is you haven't developed the skill to deal with a man like him. And because you haven't developed the skill to deal with a man like him, two problems will happen. One of these or both. You will either become a man like your father or a woman like your father, or you will manifest an exact man like this in whom? In your husband. And men, if you don't manifest that in your life partner, you'll manifest that in your boss. Mostly, you'll manifest that in your boss, who will behave exactly the way your father behaved. And your boss will not support you. Your boss will not commit to you. Your boss will not guide you. Your boss will just expect work from you and never take responsibility for your work. You will keep attracting these kind of people because you don't have the skill to deal with them. Because you don't have the skill to go to your boss and say, boss, I'm really feeling unsupported. I really need help here. How many of you are realizing we never focus on the skills we are missing? We just keep blaming other people. Raise your hands if you agree with me. So that is why one of the biggest lessons in relationships is advanced LOA lesson number 1 is that I am 100% responsible for the way I feel. But if you never take responsibility, you'll never try to learn a skill. You'll never try to upgrade yourself. You'll say, what can I do? I tried everything. How many of you get what I'm saying? So now my question is this. How many of you are already realizing some complaints that you have with your parents have already manifested either within you, or they've manifested in people in you or your life partner, and you're still stuck with the same problems? So I guarantee you one thing, you can never run away from your source. You can disconnect from your source, but you can never run away from your source. You will have the same problems in your life now. I guarantee you that. There is nothing you can do to escape that. So now you have a choice to make. You want to keep running away from your source, or you want to connect with your source? Bolo. What do you want to do? I'm giving you a choice. Give me an answer in the chat window, everybody. Whether you're on YouTube or Zoom. Okay, hopefully you're saying connect. So if you really want to connect with them, there are 2 parts in this exercise that I'll have to help you do. So first part, can you please take your notepad and take 1 full page only for your mom first, only for your mom. And write down all the complaints that you have with your mother. Now, some of you will say, I don't have any complaints with my mother. Have you ever had an argument with your mother? Then don't tell me you don't have a complaint with her. There are complaints you have with her. You're just not conscious about it right now. I just want you to remember, what are the times you fought with her? Ask yourself, what was the fight about? What are the times you argued with her? What was the argument about? Why are you always doing this, mom? Why don't you listen to me, mom? Why do you do it this way? Why do you control me? You're going out and she's like, beta, ghar pe time pe aa jana. Mom, aa jao yaar. You don't always have to tell me when to come back home. I'm grown up now. Okay, so my complaint is what? She keeps interfering in my life. Whatever is your argument, your conflict, your fight, that's where is the hidden conflict. That's where is the hidden complaint. That's where is the hidden problem. Are you understanding how to identify that complaint now? Now, even if you have one such complaint, identify it first. I'll give you 1 minute for that. Let's go. This is a very critical exercise. Come on. It'll take only 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't take too much time. The moment you're aware of these complaints, it's easy to identify them. Some of you had different complaints from your mother. Mom, why do you let dad take advantage of you? See, you have a complaint with her. I know you do. Complaint is not only about something that you're angry with her for you. Sometimes your complaints are about why do you deal with her? Why do you let people do what they let you do? Like, why don't you stand up for yourself, mom? Why do you let this man take advantage of you? What are the complaints you have with your mom? Some of your complaints are just about caring for your mom. And you have those complaints with her today. How many of you have complaints with your parents? You don't take care of yourself. You just don't eat healthy food. You don't take your medicines on time. I'm taking you to the hospital, Mom. Why aren't you coming with me? Sometimes you have a complaint with your mom. Why don't you tell me? Why are you going through all this alone? You come to know after she's sick for 3 days. And then you're like, why didn't you tell me? I would have come. I would have taken care of you. As you're writing down these complaints, be careful of your patterns. They will extract your patterns, so don't let them. Today, do not engage in those patterns. Let's work on those patterns. Come on. Be careful. So Ritambar, are we writing down what are the complaints specifically that you have with your mother? What are the problems you have with your mother? Those of you who are on YouTube Live, you have no idea what an opportunity this is. This is a gift that will stay with you for a long time. So please take advantage of this. Do this exercise on your notepads. All right. Now that you've realized some of the problems, because we've done this exercise earlier, I now want you to write down what are the skills that are missing in you. Now, for the first time, shift your focus from mom to you. What are the skills I am missing? Why am I not able to deal with this part of mom? Like, I'll tell you in my case, my mom has the ability to cry for no reason. And I used to feel really bad about it. I used to feel complain that, Mom, for no reason, why do you cry? What skill do I need for that? Can anybody give me an example? What skill do I need for that? I need to have the skill to leave people and to give people the space to be imperfect all their life, if that has to be. I need to let my mom cry all her life if she wants to. It's not my choice to make. It's her life, it's her choice. If she's gonna cry, then I have to let her. And how do I let my mom cry? By literally letting her cry. Like just by being her best friend, being her there, let her then say, cry mom, रो लो, आंखें साफ हो जाएगी, अच्छा होता है रोना. Like some of you I know are crybabies. You must be crying even right now as I'm talking. I just have to let you cry. Some of you love the water that comes out of your nose, and then when you taste it, it just feels so good to some of you. You're probably licking it clean right now with your fingers. Like, yum. What are the skills missing with your mom that you should have had in order to deal with your mom, or even today? For example, if your mom is judging you, what skill do I need for handling judgmental people? It's never accepting the other person. It's accepting the judgment. We feel judged because we don't accept and acknowledge the judgment. If somebody says you don't look good, you need to accept the judgment saying, yeah, you're right, I don't look good. But you fight against it. You resist it. That's a skill you don't have. If somebody says, Mitesh, you're not a good coach. Fair. If you're one of those people who feels I'm not a good coach, then I'm not a good coach yet. At least not for you. I accept it. I acknowledge it. So come on. What are the skills that are missing in you? You don't find the skill. You ask yourself the question. The complaint that I have with my mother, what quality do I need to handle that complaint? That's the skill. If it's not your mother, if it was your brother, if it was your friend, if it was your boss, what quality would you need to deal with this kind of a person with that kind of a complaint? That quality is the skill that you would need to develop. Like Sumit was saying, he doesn't know how to communicate what he wants. That's a skill he's missing. Like just saying, I want, this is what I want. Never practiced it. How many of you don't have the skill to dominate back? That's also a skill, by the way. Setting boundaries and dominating people and saying, no, you're not allowed. This is my boundary. This is my space. You're not allowed to do this. That's also a skill. You don't have that. So Gitanjali, we are not talking about your mother not taking financial help from your brother. We are talking about what's your complaint with your mother. That she doesn't take help, right? So what's your skill? Because it's your complaint. We are not talking about your mother's complaint with your brother. We are talking about your complaint with your mother. So if you have guilt towards your mother, that is also in a way a complaint, a problem that you have between you and your mother. How many of you have guilt with your mother? I haven't given her enough time. I haven't supported her. So what's the skill? The skill of not taking responsibility for her problems. Not everything about her problem is yours. All right, coming back. Now, how many of you realized some problems that you have with your mother or complaints that you have with your mother are actually skills that are missing in you? And have you realized that you've manifested these problems either in you or in people in your life, which is either your life partner or your boss or your friend? Please raise your hands if you've realized that, and what would you like to share about it? Okay, here we go. Sumitra ji, what did you realize?
Yeah,
Yes.
so good to speak to you, Mitesh. Yeah, so basically, she always controlled me, and I was too submissive. So I could never stand up to her and tell her, you know, that I cannot, I couldn't stand up to her.
Right.
And then the second thing was she was always angry. She was angry all her life, but I could not teach her to be calm because I didn't understand calm.
Correct.
I didn't know what it was to be peaceful or calm. So that was a missing skill for me. Then
And
the other,
can you also start connecting the dots to where have you manifested her same qualities, either in you or in somebody else in your life?
yeah, I'm also controlling.
So you became control freak. Oh boy.
Yes, I became controlling. So now everybody says you are very controlling. And
Right.
I won't say I have, not now, but before I started all my platinum practices, I was an angry person. So I started learning to become calm and whatever the rituals that we follow in the platinum. So those are the things that I do. And she's no more actually my mother. When she died, she was very angry that I made her go to the hospital. She didn't want to go to a hospital and things like that. But I didn't have the guts to tell her, Mom, this is for your good. That is why I'm taking you to the hospital. Even there, I was very submissive. I
Submissive.
said, no, Mom, no, Mom. And I kept, being yes, momming her all the time.
Sure.
So that is a skill that this thing. And that has manifested in my relationship with my husband.
How?
Yes, because every time again, this is my pre-platinum practices. I always used to say yes because I wanted to avoid conflict. I didn't want to, I didn't know how to take care of him when he's very angry all the time, and
Correct.
then he's very angry how to handle. So because I didn't know these skills.
Correct. So now, if you could develop these skills at a level of mastery, the first thing you will observe is that you will not have those complaints with your mother anymore. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
When somebody is training you to learn a skill, should you be grateful to them or should you hate them for it?
I should be grateful to them.
Yeah. So the reason your mom was controlling you, so you could develop the skill.
Yes.
To learn with controlling people.
Yes, that's something I've realized now. Even though I hated it all the young years, but now I realize that was my biggest learning for the lifetime.
If instead of being complaining towards her, if you would have accepted her and loved her the way she was, you would have seen the benefit of she being controlling.
Exactly.
And then you would have learned the skill of not only dealing with controlling people, but you would have known how to deal with that control within you also. You would have regulated that.
Yes.
Because
which is what I'm doing
now
now.
it's not a complaint. Exactly.
Yeah.
But as far as it remains a complaint, we never learn it as a skill. But frankly, our parents are always teaching us skills which we are missing by giving us those challenges. Because you can only learn a skill against a challenge. You cannot learn a skill without a challenge. So they had to be the challenger for us to learn the skills. Now, children who complain too much, disconnect and never learn the skill, they keep facing the same problems all their life. But the children who learn that skill by loving and accepting their parents are the ones who develop those skills and manifest a better life.
True, because till 6 months ago, I was still doing being submissive to my husband. But now, because I've accepted that part of him, I'm, getting better, and lot of things have improved in my life.
So are you now
the
having
way I
and
look at
developing the skill of saying no to him when he's angry or dominating?
Yes, I
Amazing.
keep quiet at that time, and then I do the communication later.
Good.
I wouldn't go hammer and tongs fighting with him like I used to.
Brilliant
So
job.
that is a very
Amazing realization.
very big change
Congratulations.
that I have seen.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. All of you on mute.
All because of you, Mitesh.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you so much. All of you on mute, give her a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations for living life platinum standard.
Else realized that your complaints with your parents are still being manifested in your life today, right now, as we are speaking. Okay, so here we go. Geeta. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Mitesh. Very
Hi.
good morning, everyone.
morning.
So, I'm right now living with my mother, whom I have seen as a very dominating character of my life. She has she became a mother at the age of 8 because she lost her mother and she had two younger siblings who got burnt by a stove, her sister. So, my Masi has burns and her younger brother, and they were very poor. So my heart is still pounding because whenever I talk about her trauma, which she keeps repeating, that we did not have food. So now she has a lot of she wants us to not face what she faced. And I realized that whatever she is still doing, कि light off कर दो, ये मत करो, वो मत करो, which irritates me and it triggers me like 24/7. God brought me here. I got divorced twice and I was resisting her all my life.
And you're back with her.
And I'm back with her, completing my journey with her and all the grace that I receive by engaging with you and everybody on the platinum. I keep listening to the stories, and I've been a life coach and I've been all gaga about myself. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I have resisted a lot. I got all her characters and features manifested in my ex-husband and my relationships that I was trying to. And now sitting here, like all I do all day is this, and I have few coaches. So I'm working on myself. I'm 24/7 watching her doing what she's been doing for last 53 years with me.
Right.
And I have achieved the grace to let go at least 7 things and not react to it and take the learning from it rather than making her wrong, because she's doing her best. And it is me who has to take the learning and integrate in my life. and take the responsibility of moving forward and
Correct.
making my life joyful rather than blaming her that because of you I did not have a
So
fulfilling
true.
marriage and all of that. And that has trickled to my daughter also, who's 30 years old, coach and a counselor and a
Hmm.
author of a book. And I have done the same to her what my mother was doing to me. So I am in between the two generations, experiencing from both sides, but I'm truly grateful that I have the grace to at least look, acknowledge,
Sure.
identify, and work on myself and become independent without
So
having to blame
today,
anyone.
what is the biggest complaint that you realized is something that is still operating that you need to let go of? And of course, so today, what is the one complaint that you realize you still need to let go of and need to develop a skill around that one problem or one complaint with your mother? What's the one?
Like I am the person who likes to be quiet and learning space and meditating and like to observe silence, and which I see she has the TV going on in the evening, which is my
Correct.
restful time. So it is very triggering because we stay in the
Mm.
same house. So we, and I want her to also meditate and get over her psoriasis for good, but I am not able to do so. So it's very
So what's the
challenging.
skill missing here? So your one complaint is she makes too much noise. She doesn't let me meditate. She doesn't let me have a silent environment. Your second complaint is what is the second one you said? She doesn't take care of her health, right?
My need
So
for her is to do those things with me and
okay, I
befriend
get it.
me. Yeah.
Okay,
So I
so
have to
what's so
let go
based on
of
that
that
complaint,
need.
what's the skill missing for you?
Yeah, I think I want your facilitation here. I'm losing it.
Make a guess. What's the skill missing if you have a complaint that says, why are you making so much noise? Why is the TV so loud? Why aren't you giving me the environment to be who I want to be as a life coach or meditate?
Uh,
What's the skill?
should I, maybe I need to build boundaries with her and tell her this is my space, don't come in, and I am only available for an hour to be with you and support you in giving you what you want, and you can continue doing what you're doing, and please allow me to continue what I am doing.
Okay.
That's
So
one
the
insight.
first skill is not asking her to give you the boundary. The first skill is you going and getting your boundary,
Yeah, yeah,
which is like, I don't even have to tell her to not come in the room. I just have to get out of the room.
true. So I've locked
Because if,
myself inside the room and I've told her today that I am in
exactly,
class. So,
exactly. And the second skill you would need here is, in spite of that, she will still make noise.
oh, she does. She
Yep,
does.
she will. Because that's who she is. She's just going to do the best of who she is. She's still going to make noise. What's the skill required then?
मुझे तो लगता है मैं निकल ही जाऊं इस डायमेंशन से। वो तौलिया भी टांगेंगी तो ऐसे हिला हिला के टांगेंगी, वो बर्तन भी लगाएंगी तो वो चार दीवारें क्रॉस करके मुझ तक आता है। मैं इतनी सेंसिटिव हूँ। एंड आई एम लाइक गॉड, टेल मी हाउ।
Did you just hear what you said? मैं इतनी.
सेंसिटिव हूँ।
So
या बहुत है,
the
बहुत
problem is not the
कमजोर है।
towel. The problem is not the vessels.
हम्म।
You've become so used to silence
हम्म।
that you've started hating noise.
या
Noise, like I'll give you an example. And as a life coach, you'll probably understand the importance of what I'm saying right now. I'm coaching you here, and there's a drill machine going on upstairs right now,
सेम हियर, सेम हियर, ड्रिल
and
गोइंग ऑन।
zero effect on me.
हम्म।
It's not disturbing me. My bird is shouting right now outside. You can't hear it because I've got a noise cancellation software on. But the bird is screaming outside. My two employees are sitting here right now, sitting with me in the office. Sometimes their phone. Right now, the drill is on again as I'm talking to you. Nothing's bothering me. I'm in my zone. I'll tell you why. It's not ignorance. You're like, I can't ignore it. You're not supposed to ignore it. What's the skill required here?
Build my muscle to be okay, even if whatever chaos is going outside, I am still
Okay.
so inertly
I'll give you
aligned.
two answers for that. One technical, because you're a coach, so you'll understand the technical answer better. And I'll give you a philosophical answer. The philosophical answer is you need to love the sound as much as you love the silence.
Okay.
There's a part of the universe you have completely disowned. Like the part of that vessels and the part of the towels noise. If you ask A.R. Rahman, he can learn music out of it.
Yeah.
Like, do you think A.R. Rahman meditates? Do you think he goes into zones where he discovers angelic musical sounds that nobody has heard before. I'm sure he meditates. But do you think A.R. Rahman can get music in the most noisiest environment in the world? He probably can. The best coach would be someone who can create coaching in the most silent environment and the most noisy environment, because then you would be loving both.
Yeah, so it's accepting, balancing, neutralizing, how DeMartini says.
I would say higher than acceptance. Acceptance is like, chal theek hai, kar le. Loving is like, I appreciate you for that. Like, do it. I love it when you do it. Like, you're so cute. Do more of it.
So
That's
I go
loving
and
it.
tickle her when she's doing, I go and tickle her and then she's laughing.
But that's because you want her to stop doing it. You're pattern interrupting her. So one is loving it. That's the philosophical answer. But the second skill that you would need here is the VAK from NLP. VAK is how you perceive sounds in your environment.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the way the sound is. It is how you are perceiving it in your subconscious. And that's a VAK skill in NLP. Once you program yourself to listen to that thing, like in NLP, I don't think you've done NLP with me yet. Have you?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll give you an example. In NLP, we take a live participant in Platinum and we ask them, who here hates Karela? Okay. Now, Karela is not a sound, it's a taste. I make them love Karela in 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. On the call, 500 people attending together. They love it. In 5 minutes, they're like, I can have it. And I give them a challenge. I said, you have to come back second day. And we do this on day 1. They come back second day, said, we had Karela and we loved it. Is there anybody here who did this with me in Platinum? Type an I if you did this with me in Platinum, where we changed your VAK either for Karela or for juice or something. In 5 minutes, we can change the way you feel about anything in life. That's a skill.
Yeah.
So right now, because you don't have that skill of taking control of your internal senses, hearing is an internal sense. It's not an external sense. You either develop it or you don't develop it. So when you say, I am very sensitive, is it a developed sense or an undeveloped sense?
It is an overdeveloped sense, I believe.
It is overdeveloped is one way of calling it, but it's a not developed sense fully. Like it's not regulated. It's not in your control right now. Correct? Like right now, you moved closer towards your mic and you made some noise. And it came into the mic. And the moment it came into the mic, it brought a little bit of disturbance. And somebody else unmuted themselves right now and there was some disturbance. Hardly affected me because my VAK just doesn't go out of control that fast. That's a skill.
What is the full form of VAK?
Visual, auditory, kinesthetic modalities.
Okay.
Visual, auditory, kinesthetic modalities. So visual is a sense that you can take control of. Auditory is a sense that you can take control of. You can open up the fridge and you can only see the curd that you want and take the curd and close the fridge and come back. Correct? But there are people who've been trained in opening the fridge, looking at every item, being present to everything they see, and they remember it for the next 24 hours what was in the fridge. Almost photogenic memory. We can develop our senses to that. Have you heard about memory trainers?
Yes.
They can train a child, even adults, to remember 1,000 words through visual, auditory, kinesthetic
I used to
senses.
send my children for those courses.
There
in
you go.
Dubai.
So that means it's an internal skill. It's not an external skill. Once you develop that internal skill for yourself and the love for sounds, your mom is welcome to make all the sounds in the world. And once you have that skill, now it doesn't only not affect you with your mother, it doesn't affect you with your students. They can have a lot of noise in the background while you're coaching them, and you will still be able to coach them successfully.
Yeah, 2 days ago, I was like getting a little upset. One of my clients was sitting by river Narbada
There you
and
go.
he was wanting, तो पीछे से बहुत आवाजें आ रही थी, and I said I can't focus because I want
There
to
you go.
theta still.
So you become limited because you don't have that skill in your business.
Yes.
I would have probably, and I'm not boasting, I'm just saying that because I've trained myself, I would have taken that Narmada sound and I would have converted into a skill for the coachee. I would have used that sound to coach him. Because I know I can't take the sound away, so I would have used the sound. So do you see that it's a skill missing, it's not a complaint problem.
I understand.
Yep. So in the next lesson, we'll now learn how to let go of that complaint. Okay? Awesome. All of you unmute, give her a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations for living life
Platinum. amazed at what you're learning today for the first time about relationships. Like everybody talks about talk to people sweetly, become a good listener. But those are very soft skills. Soft means they are so soft that if the real foundation skills are missing, like connecting to your parents, those soft skills don't even work. Okay. So second part of the exercise, and then we'll move to the main lesson after this, the second lesson, which is how do you let go of these complaints? Because if you don't let go of these complaints, they will keep manifesting them in your life. How many of you realize it's a nightmare to have so many of the mothers manifesting in your life, to have so many of the fathers manifesting in your life? Raise your hands. It's a nightmare. Do you want to continue living this nightmare? Another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So then let's identify and let's stop them. So second part of the exercise for identification, dad. Take a notepad, go to the second page. You remember we did only for mom till now. Go to father's area and write down what are the complaints you have with your father specifically, and what are the skills missing with your father. Example, my father was never there for me. So what's the skill missing here? One is the skill of asking for support. Second is the skill of being independent. How many of you realize that people who are dependent have complaints? Why didn't you support me? People who are independent never complain. How many of you agree with that? Because they have the skill to take care of themselves. They don't feel that they needed somebody else. I guarantee you one thing. Because you were missing that skill, listen to me carefully, everybody listen up. Because you were missing that skill, your father was purposely, unconsciously doing that to you to train you. Because he knew unconsciously, when you grow up, will you meet other people who will not support you? And at that time, you'll need the skill. But instead of growing up, instead of learning the skill, you hated him for that. But it was his role to challenge you. It was his role to train you. And I'll tell you a beautiful story before you recognize that example from your father. The story is about two angels sitting in the universe before they are born. Like, how many of you know that before we are born, we are all universe? Raise your hands. Correct? Hold on, I'm going to change my internet connection for a second. It's fluctuating too much. Okay, I'm back. Should be better now. On my name, it should show a green sign instead of an orange sign now. Is it better, guys? Can you hear me loud and clear? All right, great. So, two angels in the universe who are not born yet, two energy souls. These two souls are talking to each other and they're looking down towards the earth. And one soul asks the other soul, all these people on the earth, they keep talking about forgiveness is a blessing, forgiveness is a blessing. I keep hearing, what is this forgiveness? Now, this soul is a completely fresh soul. He has never been to the earth yet, so he doesn't know what is forgiveness. The other soul is someone who has come from the earth, so he knows it. So he says, forgiveness is when somebody does something wrong with you, you forgive the other person, it feels amazing. It's a blessing to forgive. And by the way, how many of you agree forgiving other people is a beautiful feeling? Raise your hands if you agree with that. So he says only human beings can feel that. We as angels, we can't feel that. For feeling that, we have to go become a human being. So the first soul says, wow, I also want to feel it, but how will I feel it? So the second soul says, do one thing. You want to feel it? You become a human being. I will also become a human being. I will also come down on the earth with you. I will do something wrong to you. Then you forgive me. Then you can feel it. So the first soul says, promise, you'll make me feel it. The second one says, okay, I promise. I'll be the bad one so you can feel the blessing. And then you are born as the first soul. And then your father is born as the second soul. And your father does something wrong with you so that you can forgive him. It was a deal you had with that soul to give you that challenge so that you can become who you need to become, so that you can feel what you need to feel, so that you can experience what you need to experience. How many of you are touched by that story, by the way? Let's write down. What was your father trying to teach you? And what did you hate him for? Not realizing he was actually trying to train you. He was not trying to be bad to you. He was actually training you. He was being that second soul to you. My video is off. Let's go. Srujana is saying, I forgive him so many times, but he still repeats the same thing. The second soul is not supposed to stop doing what he's supposed to do until he becomes a soul again. In this human form, they will keep doing that. Your skill is to keep doing what your skill is required to do. It's not a limited time skill, it's a lifetime skill. That's why platinum is lifetime. So come on, write down what are the problems that you have with your father and what are the skills that you're missing with your father. Some people teach you to be present because they keep coming and interrupting you again and again and again and again and again. How many people have people who have a father who keeps interrupting you? Yeah, they're trying to teach you a skill of being present to them every time they come to you. And believe it or not, when people who nag you too much, if you become very present to them, like if you just leave everything and look in their eyes and say, "Haan, bol, kya bolna hai?" In 3 minutes they disappear. They leave you. Because that was the lesson. That was the skill. What's your complaint with your father? You don't support me, you don't take care of yourself. Sometimes your complaints are not about what you feel bad about, it's about something related to their own self. Because you care for them. But it's still a complaint. Because it still bothers you, it's still a conflict, it's still an argument. Sometimes you need the skill to say no. Sometimes you need the skill to create boundaries. Sometimes you need the skill to just accept their pattern and let them go through their suffering. How many of you have parents who suffer for no reason? You need to have the skill to let them go through their journey and not call it suffering. They're not suffering, they're just going through certain parts of their life. They need to. It's part of balance in life. Sometimes things are so common sense, we just forget it. Here's an example. If my father has all the money in the world and he spends all the money recklessly, and then I'm left with no money from my family traditions of money that came from my grandfather was all lost by my father, what's the skill my father is trying to teach me? Hello? My grandfather was very rich. My father spent all the money recklessly, didn't leave anything for me. What does that mean? What is he trying to teach me? Everybody come here. Make your own goddamn wealth. Yeah, that's what he's trying to teach you. Like my grandfather was super rich. When my grandfather, so when I'm talking about my grandfather, so that was like, I don't even remember the year, but quite a few years ago, right? I'm 48 now. So before I was born, my father is now 67 or so. So when my father was a child at that time, when my father was like 16 or 17 years old, that time my grandfather had 3 floors building in Pune, 2 shops, money making so much that he used to come with a sack full of money every day at home. I'm not kidding, like a sack full of money every day at home in a sweet shop. He had 5 different properties in 5 different cities in Rajasthan. He's that rich. Okay. By the time I grew up, guess how much of that money did I see? Zero. It was all wiped off by my dad and my uncle. And by the time I really grew up, I was just living in a one-room house. I have never seen a big house. I've always seen a small house, one-room house. How many of you can relate with me? If you've come from a middle-class family, you know what I'm talking about. Just one room, 5 family members, one bathroom, and even the toilet was outside somewhere in the common area. But today I'm rich. I make $1 million a month. I charge 50 lakh rupees for 3 months just for coaching. But if my dad was rich, do you think I would have become who I have become? Probably. May not. I wouldn't have probably developed these skills. So I needed these skills, but I needed the challenges for those skills. And only he could have given me those challenges. The moment you connect with your father and you complain, you resolve those complaints with your father, you will now give yourself permission to deal with those skills, to learn those skills. The problem is not that you can't learn the skill, you can. The problem is you don't give yourself permission to learn the skill because you keep having that complaint. In the next lesson, I'll show you how to let go of those complaints. Then you will know how to develop the skills after that. Today and tomorrow then will be all about giving you those abilities of new skills. But to receive those skills, you'll have to drop these complaints with your parents. That's the next lesson first. Okay? So who here would like to share about your father? Raise your hands, please. Right, here we go. Okay. Bhavay, what did you realize about your father? And what skills are you missing? I have unmuted you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sir. So my complaint with my father is he's always pessimistic. Like everything that he does, he always see the negative out of it. He's stubborn. He's suspicious because whenever I used to come late at my home, he always used to ask me, कहाँ से आया है? इतनी लेट क्यों आया है? दिन में जाया कर ये सब चीजें. And I think because of that pessimistic thing, he lost a lot of money in COVID. We saw
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
So the complaints that you have with him, I got that. I don't want to know the losses he had in his life.
Okay.
I want to know, where have you manifested similar people in your life?
Sir, I think the stubbornness, the pessimistic thing, I think, sir, in myself only. Because currently I'm in Dubai, I'm having a great job, great salary, but still I feel if I lose this job, what will happen?
There you go.
And I don't know, but because of that, I do my financial management well. I do my investments regularly. I do my emergency.
So there is an advantage to that, but there's also a disadvantage to that.
100%, yes. And I don't know why, but that creeps in. Like I am living my life right now. I have a lot. I'm earning well. I have a great job. There's no firing, nothing at all. But there is still back of that
fear.
mind. If this job will go, then what will happen?
If you drop your complaints with your father, you'll be able to drop that skepticism.
Okay.
But if you never drop that complaint with your father, you will never be able to drop that skepticism because you will carry your father within you. When you love your father the way he is, you don't need to become your father because you have a father. When you don't love your father the way he is, you miss your father, so you have to manifest your father either inside you or in the form of a boss or a friend because you miss your father. That's disconnection. So you need to connect.
Because for this reason I was trying to do hope no everything, but
It'll never work. Never
exactly work. I was like I was thinking why it is not working, why it creeps in.
It won't
Like
work.
that fear. Everything is fine, everything is working perfectly, I'm earning money, everything is going great, but still that thing is there.
Yep.
But I think this
Because
is
of your complaint with your father.
yeah, because he always thinks negative about everything.
But you haven't loved and accepted him the way he is about it. You haven't seen the benefit in it. You haven't seen the blessing in it. Not yet, at least. We will in the next lesson.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, and you'll learn it in the next lesson, the moment you feel love for him, the way he is, right now it's a concept, but you'll feel it in the next lesson. When you feel it, this thing inside you, which is holding him here, doesn't have to hold it here because he's there now. And now you know he's here for you. And you love him the way he is now. So now you don't have to hold him inside you anymore in that negative way.
Yeah.
And the problem is, Bhavai doesn't know how to deal with skeptical people in his office also.
Yeah.
You know how to deal with positive people, sure.
100%, yes.
But when negative people come to you, you don't know what to do with them.
Exactly. There are people who are like, भाई ये job चली गई, ऐसा हो गया, वैसा हो गया. And I was like, I hate them. भाई मेरे को मत लेके जाओ नीचे तुम लोगों के साथ बात करने के लिए.
When you say you don't know how to deal with them, what it basically means is you can't impact them, they impact you.
100% they impact me.
They
Yes.
extract the negativity out of you. You are not able to extract the positivity out of them.
Yep.
Because you don't have that skill. And I guarantee you, if you love and accept your father for the skepticism he has, when you see a negative person, you'll see a loving father. Because you love your father now. And in that love, you never hate the person. And if you never hate the person, you'll be able to deal with the person. And you let the person go through skepticism and you let the person go through negativity. And then you'll impact them and you'll extract the positivity out of them. The problem is right now, every time you see people like your father, your brain says, I can't handle this.
100%. And then in office, I tell my friends, don't talk to that person. He's very negative. And I do that. And
You're not avoiding that person. You're avoiding your father.
Yeah. Yes.
But here is the weirdest part, Bhavai. You cannot avoid him.
Yeah.
कहीं भी चला जा, नहीं भाग पाएगा. And if you die, you'll come back, you'll have the same father. I'm telling you, my mentor told me you'll rebirth, you'll beat the same parents again, you'll go through the same lessons again, because your soul has a journey of going through your own skills, your own experiences of life. And if you've not finished the lesson in this lifetime, then you'll come back for another lifetime. But you will go through it again.
That's crazy. I was always thinking why this thing always impacts me. This fear of losing things, these negative things.
Yeah, because you hate fear. You hate negativity.
Yes. And I run from it. No, I have to be positive. I have to be positive. And then people come. Okay, no, bro, this will happen.
It's a representation of your father.
So as I'm trying to run away from these things are chasing me.
They will. Because you are the one manifesting them back to you because it's your source. Even if you want to let go of your source, you can't. So either you will manifest that source in a beautiful, positive way if you love the source, or you'll manifest the source in a negative way if you hate it and if you have a complaint. But you can't let go of your source. You'll die without it. Like you'll literally die without it.
Yep.
So it has to manifest in some negative form. Now, the confusion you may already have is, okay, so if I drop my complaint with my father, that means I'll stop attracting negative people. Your father's not going to change by you changing today.
Yeah. They are not, yeah.
The real evolution is going to be, you're not going to change, by the way, you're going to evolve. That's the difference. When you evolve, your father will remain the same, but you will love him for it. Right now, it's still a concept. You'll feel it in the next lesson. And when you love him, you'll be able to love anybody like him.
Okay.
Then you'll not avoid those people because now you can deal with those people. And then you'll learn the skill to deal with them. You'll impact them. You'll communicate with them. In fact, if somebody comes and says, "Yeah, I can't deal with this person," you say, "मैं देखता हूँ." He's like my father. मुझे पता है क्या करना है.
Yes. For sure.
Crazy, right?
Yes, 100% it's crazy. But I feel because of my father that I told you, like I do my investments, I do my savings and everything. I'm
That's the
grateful.
advantage.
Yeah, exactly. I'm grateful for that situation that happened because
Those are parts about him that you've loved, so you got them.
Yeah.
But there are also parts that you don't like about him, so you got them too. So let's wait for the next lesson to learn how to dissolve this now. Okay?
Yeah.
All of you on mute, give him a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations,
Platinum
Platinum.
By the way, like literally firecrackers happening in your head right now. Like you can't explain what's going on in your head right now. When I heard these things for the first time, I was like, I couldn't sleep at night. I was like, oh my God. My dad was trying to train me and I was trying to avoid him. And I'll tell you a story right now that'll it'll blow your mind about the beautiful relationship that I have with my father today. But we'll take one more sharing and then we'll get to that. Okay, Shubha, what's the complaint that you have with your father? Yes, go for it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Sir, I only slept for 2 hours and I'm putting eyes.
Hey,
But
Bhagwan,
your
why do you do that?
your stories are so interesting. I can't stop laughing. And my mind is like I can't sleep. I can't sleep for 5 days in a row.
I was
Because
once told when people are sleeping, I need to learn the skill to be a joker so that I can keep them awake. So I learned the skill to keep being a joker.
sir, and you started acting the brand ambassador Hrithik Roshan. You're sometimes I see him in you. Yeah,
Thank you.
you make the face and the expressions. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what's the skill that you
yeah,
realize that you are
yes.
missing because you have a complaint with your dad?
Uh, Complain I have that he compares me with anyone who is,
Hmm.
and earlier it was neighbor, and then it was my brother, and then my husband. He
Right.
compares. So people keeps changing,
You have
and
a
I
husband? You're married?
yes.
You look so little. I didn't know you were married.
She married
Okay. See, I told you, see, Hindu also reacted. I really thought you were like a 18, 19-year-old girl studying somewhere.
No, I'm
बचपन में
35
शादी
years
कर दी
old.
क्या पापा ने? Oh God, ये तो खुद ही बच्ची
She's
है अभी
saying
तक.
बचपन में शादी कर दी थी क्या पापा ने?
Indu ma'am, I have a picture of you. I wrote a poem. I will
Later,
recite
later, later.
in DMP.
Okay, okay,
Ma'am,
बेटा.
ma'am,
She's
see
35 years old, Hindu.
the tight hug is from my side as well. I made it with AI. AI. Can you see that?
We can
I
see
can
it. We
see
can see
that.
it.
I think I have put this background, so I.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay.
Oh
Indu
my
ma'am, I
God.
love you. Oh my God.
I love you
I
too.
want you to
I'm
see
surprised
more
you're
than
married.
him. Ma'am, please keep your video on as well sometimes. I
Thank
adore
you.
you a lot. I have a YouTube channel. It all because of you. I see you and
Wow.
then I go and do.
Wow. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am,
Thank you.
देखा
love
Hindu?
you
Good
so
you
much.
made a YouTube channel.
Yeah, ma'am, because of Hindu ma'am, I go and do that because you're very consistent. You told me last time. I go and upload
Do
it
you
because
want to learn how Hindu makes her videos? Do you want to learn how
yes,
Hindu makes her videos?
I'm open for
Hindu?
everything.
No.
Hindu, do you want to
No,
teach them how you make your videos? How
no.
do you make the script? How do you do the recording? What camera you use? Do you want to please teach them? Because I know they need to learn.
Oh God.
Come on, Hindu. They love you so much. You owe them so much. When?
And I want you to see as much as possible. You're looking so beautiful right
Hindu,
now.
are you promising you're going to teach them the YouTube strategies that you practice? Because if
Okay.
you can do it, they can do it. What do you say?
Okay. I just started, Mitesh. There is
Doesn't
nothing.
matter. What? See,
Please,
that's the whole
ma'am, please
point. That's the whole point.
do
They want to learn
something.
from the beginners.
Okay.
Done?
I was saying, अभी वही कर रही थी मैं बैठ के.
Right now, she was making videos. So she'll teach you now. So next week, guys, within 1 week, Indu's coming back and teaching you all her strategies about how she makes her scripts, what camera she uses, what tripod she
Please,
uses, how she
please.
records everything.
We want you see more.
देखो इसलिए मैं आती नहीं मेरे को ऐसे काम पकड़ा दे जाते हैं.
All right.
But
Okay,
you
So
are, yeah.
congratulations, everyone. Now you have a new YouTube teacher.
Yeah.
All right.
Subha,
Okay,
you
let's get
are
back to work.
sweetheart. Remain the way you are.
Yes.
Just the way you are.
But
The
I can't
beauty
believe
you
you're
see in me
35.
is,
That's crazy.
as
You
they
are
say,
amazing.
the beauty you see in me is the reflection of you. It's all
Thank you
because
so
of
much, beta. But you are sweetheart. You are so good. Just remain the way you are. Don't change even a bit.
no, no. Mitesh sir is teaching the balance thing, so I'm loving the noise now, which I used to hate.
All right, Indu. I'll have to get back to work now. Otherwise, you just
Yeah,
keep doing
yeah.
platinum romance here. All right. So, what is the complaint you said? You compare, your father says that he compares you with your brother, then some other people, and now with your husband, right?
Any,
So,
any,
what's
any.
the skill that you are missing, which your father was trying to teach you by comparing you?
Sir, no idea. I keep evolving,
Okay.
but the
Do you
benchmark keeps
paint?
changing
Do you paint?
a lot.
Okay. One of the greatest skills that a painter needs in order to become a better painter is the ability to take feedback. But a painter who is arrogant enough to say, this is what it is, take it or leave it, is generally not going to evolve.
Okay. No, I am evolving.
But to give you
the
feedback, somebody has to compare you. Somebody has to compare your painting with some other painting. And in that comparison, somebody has to criticize you. Because you can't criticize without comparison, just the way you can't appreciate without comparison. Comparison has to be there. And he was trying to teach you through that comparison the skill to receive feedback and to learn from that comparison rather than to feel bad about it. But because you complain to him that he's comparing you, instead of learning the skill to take the feedback, you've started feeling bad about it. And then that affects your life even today. Like even today, you will get affected by people judging you or comparing you.
I avoid them
That's
and
the
those
point.
talks. I try to change the topic so
So you
that
don't avoid them. You don't avoid them. You avoid dad. You're avoiding dad everywhere.
Is it?
Well, you'll never be able to avoid that, but you are constantly avoiding your dad because you're avoiding people like your dad who compare you with other people, who judge you, who label you, and then you'll avoid topics
Even the people in the comment section, they are trying to
all the
reflect
time.
my dad.
Any
Oh.
person you're avoiding, any comment you're avoiding is your dad's reflection that you're avoiding.
No. Are you sure?
100%.
Is it? Oh.
The moment you drop your complaint with your dad for the comparison, you'll
How
not
to draw?
avoid
You
any
will
of
teach in the
that's
next
the next
lesson.
that's the next lesson.
Yeah. Yes.
But the moment you drop your complaints with your father and you love him the way he is, every person who will now become like your father, you will love that person and you'll not avoid that person.
So I accept the criticism and I evolve, but next time something else come and it keeps coming throughout my life.
Yeah, because comparison is normal. But for you, comparison is not normal. For you,
I want to be
comparison a
the
judgment.
best. I feel like, oh no, if he told me I will evolve, I will, and that's why I took this course.
Evolution is not about getting better.
Balance between positive and negative. Right?
So it's okay to have comparison. But you don't love the comparison. You don't like the comparison. And that is why if, let's say, people are laughing because they find you very cute. But if you don't know why they are laughing, then your mind is like, why are they laughing at me?
Yeah. Are they judging me?
Are they judging me?
comparing?
That's you hating your father.
Oh.
You'll see your father everywhere. You'll never be able to disconnect with your father even if you want to.
Even if he's not here, he's in India.
Doesn't matter.
And I
His
feel
energy, his qualities will come in the form of people around you all the time.
No. You're blowing my mind away because I'm in this
What's
new
your dad's height?
5.786.
What's your husband's height? What's his name?
Nikhil.
What's his height?
Same. He's 1-2 inch taller. He's a bit taller than my
So
dad.
on the taller side, just like your dad is also taller side. What's your dad's complexion?
Fair.
What's your husband's complexion?
Brown.
Okay. And facial expressions in terms of the structure?
No, it's different. My husband looks like my grandfather. My Nanaji.
So did you love your Nanaji?
बहुत.
So something you loved about your Nanaji came here. And
No.
what is the complaint that you...
You're scaring me.
I'll tell you how. Till the time you are 5 or 6 years old,
yeah, you told who
somebody
loves
is
you.
looking in your eyes and saying, I love you. And that probably was your Nanaji.
Yeah, yes.
So if your Nanaji looked in your eyes and said, I love you, baby, all the time, you're my princess, then that subconsciously is the image inside you of love, of how love is supposed to look like. So now 20 years later, there's a large crowd of men. The only men that you will look at will find you, or you will find attractive, are people who look like your grandfather. Because that's the
No, my
person you fell in
husband,
love with.
I don't think so. No. My husband came and proposed to me when I was in school. How
Okay.
did I know at that point of time that he is like mine?
You did not know that consciously. Subconsciously, you will attract that person who looks like the person who says, I love you to you till the age of 5.
So
That is
it's
why his
God's
expressions are
plan.
like that. It's not God's plan, it is just science. Subconsciously, if you look at somebody for 5 years and they keep saying, I love you to you, their memory and their facial expressions are in your subconscious all the time.
Yeah.
Doesn't it happen with you? You watch a movie at night and then you see the movie in dreams because it's
Yes.
in there in your subconscious all the time.
Yeah, yes.
What
You
if
are
you
in
saw
my
the same
dream.
movie 5 years?
Sorry?
What if you saw the same movie 5 years in the same person in the movie 5 years?
Oh, yes, yes.
Now that person's picture is in your subconscious all the time. Now you
Yes.
meet them in college and you have no idea who they are. But when they propose you, some part of you says, I don't know why I like this person.
No, he was studious. He got rank 1,
But
so I
unconsciously, if
was
you feel like liking them, and if you said yes to him, why would you say yes to him? Why did
because
you feel the love for him?
he was behind me for 5, 10 years, so I thought saying yes.
So only because he was behind you, not otherwise.
I am a psychosexual. I like someone who is intelligent, so maybe.
I get that. So if you now subconsciously look at how your grandfather was and how your husband is, look at the details. Don't tell me. You just decide your own details and tell me the proof. Look at the facts.
Sir, I got distracted with everyone
That's okay.
laughing.
That's
Sorry.
okay. So look at
What
the
was your
facts. Look at the
what?
facts of how your grandfather was and how your husband is. If there are similarities between both, then it's your subconscious attracting that quality. And if your father has a quality that compares you all the time and you hate that quality about your father, then you will not like it even when Nikhil compares you with somebody.
He does not. He does not.
Okay. So if he doesn't compare you, that means other people compare you and you avoid those people. But there
No,
is one person who's always comparing you. You know who's that person?
me with my past selves,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because what did I say? If you keep hating your parents, or if you
I
keep
don't
having those
hate
complaints
them.
with your complaint is the right word actually.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
keep having that complaint with your parents, you will manifest that problem either in yourself or in people in your life partners. Now, in your case, you did not manifest that in your partner, you manifested that in you, and you compare yourself all the time.
I don't compare. I compare with someone who is in my surrounding. Like wherever I go, for example, I go in a class where I'm learning Dutch. For hypothetically, I'll find one person who is very intelligent, and I'll compare myself with him, and I'll
Correct.
try to be like her or
That's
him.
comparison.
And at the last, in 2 years, I feel like, oh, now we are equal, and
Correct.
then I feel proud of myself.
And now
Oh,
you'll
I
find
have.
another person to be compared with, or another
Yeah,
situation to compare with.
yeah.
And that is why you will run away from comparison when other people judge you. But if you could love and accept your father, which I'll show you how to do in the next lesson, like I said, if you
Yeah.
could love and accept your father the way he is, with his quality of comparing you, two things will happen. One, the next time you meet your father, it will not affect you. He will compare you and you'll find it very cute. And you'll know how to deal with it. Second thing that will happen, you will regulate that quality within you. You will compare yourself for positive reasons, no more for negative reasons. Third thing that will happen is you will now see people commenting in the chat. You will now see people laughing at you, comparing you, but you will not get affected by that anymore. And
Yes.
all of this will happen with one solution: loving and accepting your father for comparing you. How? Don't worry, I'll get to that. But is that making sense now? Do you connect the dots like a painting?
But when I'm comparing, I'm getting better, right?
Of course,
It's a good
everything has an
comparison.
advantage and disadvantage. No doubt about it. What is
Okay,
the
it's a good.
disadvantage you get when you see other people comparing you, laughing at you, and then you avoid that and you change the topic? Is there a disadvantage to that?
Disadvantage, I don't see. I see I am getting better with time.
That's the advantage. But when you avoid people who are commenting you, comparing you, laughing at you, and you change topic, what's the disadvantage of that?
That's I'm not getting, because that, like, the person who came before me, he was saying he avoid those people. So
Correct.
I do bit same in my family. One sister-in-law or someone who is there who is comparing me, I don't, I stay formal,
That's what I'm
respectful.
saying. So when you avoid those people, you're not able to deal with different kind of people,
Oh yes, yes.
right? And what did I
I
say
am
in the very
limiting
beginning?
myself with a certain
You're
kind of
limiting
people, which I
with
should
certain
not.
kind of people. And
Which I should.
I'm not
I
saying you should not, but question is, everybody in the world has qualities of all types. So as you grow in your career, you will have people who will also compare you. With everybody, you cannot be cordial.
Yes,
In
yes.
some cases, the relationship will be such that you will have to be engaged with that person in some project, in some conversation. And there, you will not be able to get the best of that relationship because you're being cordial, you're keeping a distance.
Yes.
This is the impact of relationship management.
Yes.
So, what is the mastery? Say it with me. Let's make it easy
Let's make it easy
for me to deal with all kind of people.
for me to deal with all kind of people.
Does that make sense? That's the mastery we want you to have. I don't want you to only deal with certain kind of people, because what kind of people will you find in the world?
Varieties of people.
Yeah, if you had children, you would want your children to deal with what kind of people? All kind of people.
All kind of people, obviously.
Otherwise, you would be scared for your child, right? That, oh, my child is going to US and he doesn't know how to deal with these kind of people.
True.
But you want your child to, whether he goes to Dutch, whether he goes to US, whether he goes to Canada, whether he goes to Singapore, he should be able to deal with everywhere, all kind of people in life.
Obviously.
That's a powerful person. So you want to be powerful, or you just want to exist?
Powerful.
So if you want to be powerful, you have to deal with all kind of people. That includes people like your dad.
That only one quality of my dad. Not he
Any
is good.
quality that you don't like about your dad.
That one thing.
If there are more such qualities, then more. If there is only that one quality, then that one quality. Clear?
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. All of you on mute, give her a high five. Congratulations for living life platinum standards.
Congratulations for living life platinum standard.
All right. How many of you had fun, but also a little shocked that your dad is still with you? Raise your hands if you're realizing. And by the way, some of you feel your dad has passed away. He's not. He's there. He's very much. If his complaints are there, he's very much there, because those skills are still missing. Type in yes if you agree with that. Okay. So now that you know all this, I'm going to teach you the next lesson, which is how do you drop all these complaints? Okay. Let's do that next exercise. But before that, I'm going to invite those people who are on YouTube live right now to be part of Relationship Mastery officially. And I'm going to give everybody here on Zoom 10 minutes. Take a quick break, because the next exercise is going to last for 2 hours. It's a big lesson. Take 10 minutes, have a glass of water, go grab a cup of coffee, eat something if you want to, take a bio break if you need to, but only 10 minutes. In this 10 minutes, I'm quickly inviting members on YouTube to take advantage of this program. You've already got lesson number 1 free. Get into the rest of the program by understanding what the workshop is. So here are the details of what Relationship Mastery offer is for you. First thing is, you're getting the entire Relationship Mastery course videos, which is worth 1 lakh, much more than that, I promise you. I don't actually give the live course to anybody other than platinum members, but I know people get massive benefit by attending live programs. So because you are attending live right now, you will get the bonus of attending the live workshop. But remember, that's a bonus. You're not paying for that. You're actually paying only for the live recorded workshops that will remain with you for lifetime. But you are right now getting the bonus live workshop, which is worth another 80,000 rupees. You're also getting bonuses here like live 30 days DMP. You're getting a bonus of advanced LOA lesson number 1, because that lesson number 1 is very integral to Relationship Mastery course. You're getting lesson number 1 of Wealth Mastery. You're getting lesson number 1 of NLP, where I spoke about VAK, remember, a few minutes ago. Hope Nope No lesson number 1. You're getting Practical Spirituality lesson number 1. You're getting Handwriting Frequency lesson number 1. And you're getting Freedom Investments lesson number 1. You're getting Health Mastery lesson number 1 and your Perfect Affirmations template. All of this plus audio affirmations in my voice one for morning, one for evening, along with my vision board. So all of that comes to a total of 3,10,000 rupees, which is the total value of this program. Like I said, live workshop happens once in 2 to 3 months. You may not get an opportunity of another live bonus program, so make sure that you attend today and transform your life. The final price right now for you to join is the price that you see on the screen. You don't have to pay 3,10,000 rupees. You're paying a small fees right now to be part of Relationship Mastery. Someday when you're part of Platinum, you will get Relationship Mastery and much more free. But for now, if you can't join Platinum, come and attend Relationship Mastery. The link is in the YouTube live for you. I will quickly play a small video for you, which is a testimonial of some of the senior students, which are more crisp, to the point. This will give you 10 minutes to get more inspired, make the payment, completely join Zoom. And after you've made the payment, you have to use this particular link. Let me show you the link. So this is the link that you have to join after your payment is complete. It's called miteshkhatri.com/Zoom. Simple link, but only after your payment is complete. When you come here, you'll find a simple dashboard where it'll ask you for your registered email ID after you made the payment. If you put your registered email ID, you don't need any Zoom meeting ID password. It'll automatically log you into this Zoom meeting. Okay, but do that after the payment is complete. I'm now going to play that video. After the video is complete, we will end lesson number 1 in YouTube and continue only for paid participants. Here we go.
मैं एडवांस लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन भी कर रही हूँ और डीएमपी भी करती हूँ। मेरा सैलरी डबल हो गया है, मुझे इंक्रीमेंट मिला। 7% होता है, मेरा 50% ज्यादा सैलरी किया और मुझे कंपनी जर्मनी भी बुला रही है, तो मैं कल ट्रैवल कर रही हूँ, जर्मनी जा रही हूँ।
In fact, my brother and I used to fight a lot. He respects me today. He asks for my opinions. My mom and I, like, we were not on talking terms. A couple of months ago, we started talking. She respects me. My husband and I are on another level. We said sorry to one another. We started talking to one another. We understand each other.
I went to the UK for 20 days. We spent time together with my husband. And as soon as I went there, I could see that he was still living in the past and I was living in 2 years ahead. Give. Even things were not working. I used to break down. 3-4 times that happened during 20 days, but I did not reacted even a single time. I responded, and at the end of 20 days, he said, "Thank you so much for coming. It was very helpful."
My boyfriend stayed out of town, so I sent a message to him and I said, "शाम को मैं तैयार हो रही हूँ, तो मेरे को पिकअप करने आना, डेट पे चलेंगे." I mean, he's out of station, somewhere else. तो उसने किया ही नहीं कोई रिस्पॉन्स एज यूजुअल। तो यूजुअली क्या होता नहीं होता, तो मैं बहुत गुस्से हो जाती हूँ। तो आई वाज लाइक कूल, ठीक है, कहीं बिजी होगा, मैं सो गई। देन सुबह मैं तो आई एम सपोज्ड टू बी वेरी एंग्री विद यू टुडे, तो क्या करें फिर? तो कहता नहीं, कल मेरा कुछ काम था, यहाँ फंस गया था, मैं यहाँ गया था। एंड ही इज अ वेरी रिजर्व, वेरी सीरियस, एक वर्ड वाला बंदा है। तो ही इज लाइक, ही sang a song of sorry to me today this morning. मैं तो शॉक हो गई कि was it सीरियसली आई वाज शॉक। मुझे लगा मैंने उसको कॉल किया होगा। सॉरी बेबी करके पूरा गाना गाया। मैं मतलब अच्छा, you were this also? Then he said, कब आ रही हो मिलने? I was like, ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ?
Yesterday was like very revolutionary in terms of relationship, and I actually did call my husband because I am right now in India. He's in Berlin. And I told him I love you, and we have little sentences that we exchange which are more loving. So I call him and appreciate all these things. I tell him thank you for giving me so much freedom in this relationship and letting me do whatever I want to. Like,
there have been ups and downs, and but still it was all right. I mean, it was no problem and all. But of late, I felt there was some disconnect that was happening, even though there was no fight. Nothing is there. I don't know. I was thinking it's probably because of the age or whatever. But there was some kind of disconnect that was happening. I mean, he has been supportive. I have been supportive. I've been supporting him. All that was there. I don't know how to explain that, but that kind of disconnect I was feeling, at least, and probably even he was feeling that. I think after the relationship mastery course, certain things you asked us to do, and I did that definitely on the same day. And he started relating so many things, and suddenly we feel that there is that connection now that has happened. and it's going great. I mean, I never thought I had these problems. Actually, when I attended the course, I started realizing, oh, these are the problems I'm having.
When I joined the relationship mastery first time, that time my relationship with my husband was like 3 or 4, and now it's like 8. I can talk with him like 3-4 hours continuously, maybe more than that.
Wow.
And that was the purpose first time when I joined the relationship mastery. So the level of the comfort that I was searching in our relationship that I have got, the love was missing. So that I have brought back in our relationship.
Was that after my twins were born, just before COVID, I felt that I had lost that connect with my husband. So, and that was one reason why I just wanted to feel reconnected. But after attending the relationship mastery, the first thing I felt is that I wanted to reconnect with my parents, my source. Just like 10 days back, we had a major fight. And when we're fighting, so we're both stubborn or whatever. But I realized that I was calm during the fight and during the entire process. And the way we have made up, it was very different from the earlier fights. So it got my relationship stronger. My relationship, actually, the rating was 3 on 10 before platinum. And now I see somewhere 8 and 9.
Wow.
So I just went and hugged my husband and I told him I love you. And then I told him, can we go for an ice cream, late night ice cream? And he was like, okay, anything for you. It's like, what's happening with you guys? It's time to sleep. Where are you going? Actually, we're just going on an ice cream date.
Beautiful.
Or relationship mastery course as well. So that actually has helped a lot. My relationship with my father has changed a lot. So there are so many things to tell you. And yeah, all my stuck money has also started to come back, which was stuck for like 3 years. And it has now started to come in like installment from the person who had taken it from me. So yeah.
Congratulations.
It was 4 or 5 with my wife. We had a good, but I always have some kind of a challenge that why she doesn't understand me, why she's always angry, and all that things. But after attending the relationship mastery, the one thing which I understood is it is my own. I have to change what exactly I am feeling with her, because it is something somewhere in myself I have not accepted that part of myself. But after changing that particular thing, right now I'm okay with her anger. I actually feel happy when she's angry. More than anything is our physical intimacy has gone higher.
Wow.
So
amazing.
And it was, I think last 8 years we are in a marriage. We never been in this much happy to share.
From a person who was absolutely used to hate herself, feel very unloved, feel empty and insecure all the time, and reflection theory, which I have learned from you. Now for everything, it's like that person is showing a reflection of me. That means there is something I need to work on myself. And I am a much, much happier, sorted, like I don't know, I'm in a dream world. Sir, this is a game.
अगर मैं अपना पहले का वर्जन कहूँ ना, तो हर छोटी बात में मैं हर्ट होती थी, गुस्सा होती थी. सो ऐसा मेरा इमोशनल पैटर्न था कि किसी ने थोड़ा भी कुछ बोल दिया तुरंत मैं रूठ जाती थी. और मेरे फैमिली, मैं अभी तो मैं नहीं बोल रही, मेरे सारे फैमिली मेंबर्स बता रहे हैं कि यू आर सो मच चेंज्ड. और उन्होंने पता है, उसके बाद मैंने रियलाइज किया कि ओके, इतना चेंज मेरे अंदर आया.
All right. How many of you loved those results and happy to be part of Relationship Masteries? I think some of you have already joined in. Congratulations. Welcome to Relationship Mastery. Quickly log into Zoom because we are ending YouTube Live here. Those of you who are not able to join today, no problem. Congratulations for being part of the first lesson. I hope this lesson helps you get stronger connection with your parents and solve lots of your problems in the future. I'll see you soon in the next YouTube live video. So keep connecting on this channel, subscribe to the channel and like this video quickly right now. So the next time I do a live session of any of my course, you'll always get a notification only if you are subscribed. Okay. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.